Happy Thursday, baby. A few more days away from Monday.
That's right.
Super excited about that. Dude, that story. Have you seen the picture of the guy with the thing impaled through him?
No, I haven't seen a pic of it.
Fantastic. Was it his walking stick?
Yeah, it's called a trekking pole.
Oh.
It's sort of like a...
It's like a ski pole.
yeah, exactly. It's like a ski ball, but you only use one at a time.
Went right through him.
Yeah, my buddy just posted a picture of him, and it's gone through his side, and it's out his back. And he looks not so much in pain as he does embarrassed.
Yeah, he got lucky.
He did.
Well, can you imagine walking into the emergency room going, I got a little issue over here?
That you work in, by the way.
Where he's a nurse.
Yeah. Hey, guys, I'm going to have to farm this one out. But he was smart because a lot of people try to pull it out.
Can't do that.
You can't do that.
You'd
You got to
bleed
leave
out.
it in. Got to leave it in.
You'd bleed right out.
I was going to say, with that kind of wound, you can bleed out really easy.
I know.
He got lucky that it wasn't, bleeding enough to do that.
Yeah, that he didn't nick anything where even if he didn't pull it out, it was still going to be bad. But what happened to that accident, man? Because a lot of people are chiming in about that on the old text
Yeah,
line.
man, that thing, it's from what I understand, it's 3 semis involved, according to Channel 4, and at least one person died. How it happened, I don't know, but one of the semis is overturned. So westbound 24 is shut down there at White's Creek, and there's no estimation for when it's going to reopen. Right now, it's a 40-minute delay, so maybe in 40 minutes they're going to open some of it back up. Keep our fingers crossed on that. But yeah, trying to go westbound on 24 out of Nashville is pretty slow going right now. Even your alternate routes, where they're diverting traffic, they're backed up too.
Ooh.
So it's like we say, you got to pack your patience.
I like that. Pack your patience. You're going to be there a while. And if you have a chance, make sure you have an empty cup.
Always have an empty
Always.
cup with
For those
a lid
for
on
those who know, you know.
Yeah, but make sure you got a lid.
Make sure you got a lid. That's right. And don't put a straw in it just in case you forget and you reach for something. And the next thing you know, the rest of your drive is even more ruined.
Boy, I'm thirsty.
And remember, Ken's already told us that a lid only costs $10.
That's right.
I forgot about that. You know what? Good for you. Good for you. The lid only costs $10. People are probably texting, oh, they're talking about the weed again on this show.
Talking about Maritahoochie.
That's okay. We'll talk about wood chippers, too.
We do like a wood chipper. Nothing like good. Like, who's your go-to brand of wood chipper? That's a good thing. I don't know who makes wood chippers, good ones.
I think most of the industrial...
Like Caterpillar?
wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
John Deere probably makes them.
I mean, yeah, let's see here. Let's see who makes
look it up.
Let's makes the best wood chipper around.
Who makes the best wood chipper?
Man, I tell you what, that Max Honda GX200, whoo, you could definitely wood chip the hell out of yourself. You got to get a big size one, though. Oh, there's some. And you don't want to get a Temu one because I feel like all you're going to get is a haircut. Do you want
Heavy Vehicle Inspection reports that Bandit Industries apparently makes the top commercial chippers.
If you're going to go be wood chip, we got you covered here. Could you imagine if we got a big sponsor?
We got connections. We could just borrow one from the city. I mean, we're only going to use it once.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. But then they have to clean it really good.
We could sponsor.
Would you imagine
getting sponsored by dispensaries and wood chipping companies?
That would be awesome.
I'd love it.
Awesome. Why not? Hey, look, if you were going to throw yourself into the wood chipper, the Bandit 3000 is the one to do it in. If you were going to dispose of a body, try the Bandit 3000. Oh, yeah. You know what? I could see, like, dispensaries would be no problem.
Absolutely.
I don't know why they're not jumping on board with us.
I don't either.
Are they allowed to advertise? They are?
I would think so.
Aren't they?
Well, yeah, because I've seen billboards.
Yeah. Yeah, they just probably don't. They don't think of it because nobody want to hear it. But if we said, hey, you should go to, Bob Marley's Emporium of Fun in Hoochie and go get yourself some of them goomies, all right, help put you to sleep, sponsored by Tally. And yeah, I don't see why not. I don't see why they wouldn't. Man, there's a couple wood chippers I'm looking. These areas are huge.
Take care of a lot of wood.
Well, take care of a lot of wood. But, I mean, this is the kind of one where, like, a couple of these, you're on a date. kind of wood chipping. If you could both hit the goomies and away you go. Good God, man. Good God, man. I tell you what. I had a lot of stuff to get to today. A lot of weird. It's one of those days, but there's a lot of little things.
Let's do weird stories.
That's all I want to do today. I don't care about, we're in Iran again. Are we? Do we even know where we are?
We're going to hit him hard.
We're going to hit him so effing hard. They're going to just be, what? What's his Dan Joint Chiefs, Raising Cane? He came out and said, hey, we got to stop. Let's just pull back. And they're like, why? He goes, because we're bombing things we've already bombed before. And at this point in time, it's not doing anything. We're putting a hat on a hat. It's not worth it. So I'm with you. We're doing weird stories. You know what? Opens today. Spider-Man.
All right.
Does whatever a Spidey can. Spins a web and stuff. So this one is, I saw 3 or 4 people that I watched who do reviews about this new Spider-Man, and they all say it's the best Marvel Spider-Man ever. But it's easily the best Tom Holland one, by far.
And what's this one called?
This is New Day?
Brand new day.
Brand new day. Brand new day. And this is where he's in an alternate universe because nobody can be in their own universe. It's gotten to the point where it's like,
this is a regular universe.
Yeah, but nobody knows him. Like his friends don't know.
But it's still the same universe. It's just Doctor Strange in the last movie made everybody forget him.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Well, isn't that kind of a new universe then?
No, not really.
How's that not a new universe?
Because it's the same place and nobody just remembers.
Isn't that like a new universe for him?
No. Trust me, I'm keeping you on the straight and narrow here.
This one's going to have the Punisher in it.
Yeah.
He's
And
been
the
all
Hulk.
over the trailers.
And Hulk.
Awesome.
He fights Hulk.
And Jean Grey from the X-Men.
Well, I'll be.
He fights the Hulk. Which Punisher is it? Is it the guy in the HBO series or whatever?
John Bernthal.
That guy's so cool.
Yeah, he's a really good actor.
I love him. He's cool.
Yeah.
They're in the Odyssey together, and they're in this.
And Zendaya's in this. They just move him from one set
And
to the next.
Zendaya's in the Odyssey.
And in the Odyssey, right. Here's the thing, is he the biggest movie star in the world right now? I'd say yes.
Who, Tom Holland?
Yep.
Well, if he's not the top, he's pretty close.
Yeah. I mean,
2 or 3.
And I don't count Tom Cruise because Tom Cruise is a star. He's moved to past the movie star status. Tom Cruise is the only one you could look at in today's world and go, he reminds you of people from like the 30s and 40s when they talked about movie stars that were big in life.
Stars.
But I think it's Tom Holland. Then I think Timothy Chalamet. Is that his name? T-Shal. I think he is also massive.
Hey, if you like a lot of killing
Yeah.
in a TV show, watch this. Watch The Punisher: One Last Kill.
Okay.
Dude he's like John Wick. I think he kills like 400 people in the span of 50 minutes.
Nice. I love him. He's in that movie with where he plays the brother of Ben Affleck, who's the autistic assassin.
The Accountant.
He's great.
That's a great movie.
That is great. Did you see part 2?
Not yet.
Part 2 is great. Also,
I've seen part 1 about probably 5 or 6 times.
Yeah, I love that. You know what else I watched the other night, guys? I rented. What's that? The Hungry Hippo movie. It was $5.99.
Was that funny?
It was good. It was good. By the way, it also reminds you that hippos are really, they're not nice.
Nature will mess you up.
Yes.
Is it a real hippo going around eating people?
Yeah. It's they've got a hippo in certain areas, and they got obviously a CGI or electronic hippo. But I will tell you, they did a great job. But there's a couple times you can tell it's a real hippo, and I think they're next to a human being, and it just shows you, reminds you how tiny you are.
Yeah.
You're just a little tiny person, and but it is ferocious. I mean, it is ferocious. And the guy that plays like one of the stars of the movie, he says, remember, he goes, they're vegetarians, so they're just killing you because they want to.
Yeah. They see you as a threat.
Yeah, or just because you're in my zone. Don't
Yeah.
mess with me. You got near you got near one of my kids. What do you think of that?
I don't know if it's AI.
You're messing
or
with
not.
my stoke, bro. Don't make me come over there and bite you in half.
Don't make me revamp my stoke on
You know what?
you.
You don't want that Stoke revamped. You know what's scary? We got a crazy. There's a company in Northern California that has robots that they're going to start to deploy to keep security in areas. And I thought to myself, well, if you've ever wanted to see RoboCop in real life, you know it's coming soon, and you know it's going to end poorly.
Absolutely.
Somebody's going to get blasted.
Wow.
It's coming. It is coming. And you've got the new drones in 9 schools in Florida.
Yeah.
That are supposed to deploy when there is a shooter. They go 50 miles an hour. They shoot pepper spray.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, there's nothing can go wrong here. Right? All you have to do is watch the boardroom scene of RoboCop and go, no, no, no. The guy points the gun, puts the gun down, and it doesn't stop.
Yep.
It's going to happen, I'm telling you. And we're worried about getting the phones. Old Marcia getting the phones out of the classroom. You know why? Because of the Chinese.
I thought Sapicki already did that.
He did, but he didn't do it with the Chinese. It's all about the Chinese, man.
And by the way, the Chinese cannot buy any property in this state. It's already been made illegal.
Really? Didn't tell everybody because last week I had Panda Express.
Well, that's too bad. They didn't get to buy the property. They're leasing it.
I had Panda Express. I just want to let you know that. That's Chinese, right? They have pandas. I mean, the guy working back there, he looked like he didn't look like he was from China, but still, that's China. Panda Express. I love those commercials. All these commercials. And we got a good one too. Marcia's that new one.
Oh, yeah, man. She's got her legal team going after that one.
With the song, she likes Big Pharma. She's a pharma person. She likes to get the pharmaceuticals and watch Tennesseans die. How about that one?
They may have a case on this one.
Yeah. Not mine. Mine was awesome. Because I got to tell you a story. You know what tomorrow I'm going to do? Oh, by the way, guys, I've been pulling her audio for going back a while. I've got a lot of audio for our big interview we're going to do. We've invited you on. Remember, either way, it's happening. That's the way we're doing that. But tomorrow I'll do a Marcia song, I'll do a John song, and I'll do a song for Monty. Monty be like, don't you ever think Muslims will live next door to you. I'll make sure nobody ever goes into a bathroom without a gender check. Oh, kids, we're having fun today because it's only weird stories. It's Weird Story Thursday.
Yeah,
a lot of good stuff that is weird today because I only want to do fun stories today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because there's enough craziness and chaos out there. So we're going to do some fun stories. We're going to talk about OnlyFans today.
All right.
Because OnlyFans is doing something good.
Nobody's naked.
Nobody's naked in this. And by the way, if you go to OnlyFans only blew up and got huge because of Fauci. Not really, but because of COVID. And people were sitting around, had nothing to do. Before that, OnlyFans was big, and it was big for stuff like you could go learn stuff from your favorite chef or all of this stuff. And then, of course, the girls were sitting around going, well, I'm kind of hot. If somebody wants to give me $100 to show a boob, there you go.
I'm going to take a picture of my little toe.
I have.
It's stunning how many products and inventions get made mainstream by that industry.
It is. It totally is.
Because it's like the whole reason that we ended up with VHS instead of Betamax because of that industry.
Because of that industry. He's talking about the adult film industry.
Oh, yeah.
All right, coming up. Who knows what we'll talk about? We'll play some of that other. We'll compare my Marcia song to their Marcia song because we'll see whose is better. We'll do that straight ahead. Chad Bench, Super Talk 99.7. All right, kids and kittens, Bulwark Capital is amazing, absolutely incredible. They, yesterday, a little bit of a smile on their face because they have been, kind of shorting some of these things, and you're thinking they can short? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Bulwark's not like your average money manager you work with. They do things that others just don't do. Why not give them a chance? Just talk to them a little bit. It's simple and easy. If you know your risk portfolio review today, it's not going to cost you anything. You can sign up at knowyourriskpodcast.com. They'll walk you through what's going on in your portfolio, talk to you about what your goals are, and see if they can show you, hey, look, this is where you should be. And what you're doing here isn't probably going to take you to where you want to go. Absolutely free to you. And by the way, if your person's doing great, they'll tell you, keep doing what you're doing. They're not those kind of people that are going to call you 50 times a day. They always say they're never going to call you on a Saturday. So get a free Know Your Risk portfolio review today from my friends at Bulwark Capital Management. Go to knowyourriskpodcast.com, KNOW, yourriskpodcast.com for Bulwark Capital Management.
All right, drivers, 24 westbound is still shut down at White's Creek. That's because of that three semis that crashed. One of them overturned, and Channel 4 says somebody died. Also, at 65 northbound at Trinity Lane, still got the right entrance lane blocked there due to police activity. Channel 4 says someone was found dead in a semi off on the side of the road there. Belmead, we got a crash. Harding Place at Belmead Boulevard. Then we got a crash, Highway 100 at McCrory Lane. You got to hear what a retired colonel says about the war with Iran and how it compares to World War II. Coming up at 12:30 on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
Ooh, I want to hear what that person has to say.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
So apparently, Admiral Cooper says we're going to have 2 weeks of hardcore attack potentially coming up here. And then it's just going to be nonstop. And then after that, we'll have a memorandum of understanding that'll be nearly the same. And then this will continue to go on.
Well, he needs to hurry up because we're almost at the end of the 6 weeks.
That's right. That might put us over, huh? Another 2 weeks?
Oh, days.
Goodness me. A few weeks to stop that spread, kids, is what we're saying. No doubt about that. A lot of you, by the way, okay, so Vermeer, is that what they're called? Bandit. We get a lot of people here very excited about our wood chipper idea.
Yeah, we got a lot of people in the audience that know their wood chippers.
And know their weed. Well, if I was going to take weed, I'd probably do this, and I'd probably throw myself in this kind of wood chipper. Well, you want to make sure it's quick, right? Like, that's the whole point.
Yeah, you don't want one breaking down in the middle of it.
Oh, that would be horrible.
Especially if you go feet first.
Yes, because you're still there. You don't want that. You want to get it done like that.
Yes, sir.
So we want to make sure. But a lot of people say Bandit seems to be that one.
Yeah.
Man, Bandit, I can't wait. What's that costing us? $70,000 for? We're renting it for the day. Although, you know what? What if we did a partnership between the wood chipper and a company? We brought them all together. We'll take a little bit of each.
Oh, yeah.
And that way, I think that'd be good, right? Because, you just one customer after another. That's the way it would be. By the way, has anybody seen Mitch McConnell? Just curious, speaking of weed. You know what?
Not even a little bit.
No. Where's Mitch?
There was a glare, so we pulled the blinds.
Do you think it's just a cutout now? They just move him around the room?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. I cannot believe.
He's just watching old I Love Lucy reruns.
You know what's sad? He's watching them and he remembers, I was like 17 when this one came on. And you think I'm kidding?
That's back whenever I was first elected.
You know what? If you think I'm kidding, I was thinking about, what is he, 84?
Something like that.
So if he's 84 and I Love Lucy was on in the 50s, he was probably close to being a teenager? Wow. He was... If you go
Lucy
back,
was the 50s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was what? I think he was born in 42, something like that. So, yeah. He was around long enough to remember when there wasn't cold showers and not everybody had a
You mean when there were?
Yeah.
When there were.
There was cold. Well, there wasn't. There may
was
not
no hot
even been a
water.
shower.
That's true.
There may just have been a bucket.
Bring me my
When your air conditioning was when you opened the window.
Yes. Oh, God, that's horrible. What a horrible thing. Horrible thing. Coming up, we're going to play this awesome song this AI made about Marsha. Maybe we'll come up with a good one, and I'll put it together here today of some of the things you know what? In fact, that's what we'll do. We come back, I'll tell you how we're going to do this so we can debut it in hour number 2. This will be fun.
This is how they make the sausage, folks.
This is it. You guys, we're going to peel back. And first thing we do is go right over to the wood chipper. We're going to show you how to make the sausage. We'll do that straight ahead. Chad Benson, Super Talk 99.7.
I'm Ken Weaver with your top stories. Got the full forecast coming up in 5 minutes. Again, 24 westbound still shut down there at Whites Creek. They're showing it's a 40-minute delay. This after those 3 semis were in a crash. One of them overturned. Channel 4 says someone died in that crash. Then at Talbot's Corner, we got police activity. Someone found dead in a semi. Right entrance lane is blocked there, 65 northbound at Trinity Lane. The U.S. and Iran have been trading strikes with one another again. Retired Colonel Seth Crumrich telling ABC News the war has widened to more countries and proxy groups in the region.
There hasn't been this much global conflict with these number of countries since World War II. And I think people need to step back and take a look at how big of a global conflict that we're currently in right now.
Yeah, overnight, Jordan said it intercepted Iranian missiles. Egypt says a drone hit one of their ports. The U.S. also struck military targets in Iran. Meanwhile, rising gasoline prices linked to disruptions in the Middle East have strained household budgets in this country. But consumers keep spending, helping prevent a sharper economic slowdown. New government figures show the U.S. economy expanded at a 1.5% annual rate from April through June. That's down from 2.1% growth in the first quarter and weaker than forecasts. Amazing story of survival. A man impaled while on a hiking trip gets to safety on his own. ABC's Sherry Preston has more.
As he was hiking Montana's highest peak earlier this month, David Cifaldi slipped and fell, noticing, in his words, something wasn't right.
Realized I had this trekking pole stuck in my side.
The pole had gone below his left arm, through his body, and was sticking out of his back. Cifaldi, who's a nurse, spotted little blood and only light pain, so he assumed he hadn't hit any major organs. After talking it over with his fellow hikers and realizing a rescue flight would be very expensive, he decided to walk 10 miles back down the mountain to the car.
It was definitely a nuisance.
His friend Jess Ross calls it amazing.
He never complained.
Cifaldi said it hurt for a few days, but he's fine now. Sherry Preston, ABC News.
That's the latest news. Weather's next. I'm Ken Weaver, WTN News.
Sunday. Be on the lookout for some heavier downpours, maybe a gusty wind with any thunderstorm. Temperatures stay in the 80s this weekend. It's a little bit more humid, then we'll look to dry things out early next week.
All right, guys, words of wisdom for you when it comes to your home. What do you need done? Most important thing when it comes to your home is making sure that everything is good to go and USS is there for you. They're going to come on out. They're going to be a free inspection. Why is that? Because with the rains coming, with the fact that we've had some craziness, let's be real, over the last several months. Those cracks, those things tell stories. We've talked about it. We had USS in here talking about how people can't see certain things, and those things end up becoming a problem. And instead of taking care of them early, they become a bigger problem. And the next thing you know, that thing that you care about the most, that you work so hard for you and your family, is in trouble, and it's going to cost you a lot of money. USS comes out, gives you a free inspection. They've got great ways for you to play financing options. 10% discount when you pay in full. Fix it now, pay later. 18 months, no payment, no interest. Or choose 36 months, no interest, low payment option for qualified homeowners. USS is dedicated to helping their customers get the repairs they need now so they can protect the greatest investment of a lifetime, their home. Call USS. Get them to come out, give you a free inspection day, 615-488-7855, 615-488-7855, or online at USSTN.com.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Matt Murphy with Super Talk 99.7 WTN, and this morning we are out and about at my house, my brand new house that I've been talking about on the radio, with Nate from USS. What's up, brother? How are you?
I'm excellent. How about you?
I'm doing well.
Good.
We invited Nate out. Now, obviously, when you're a new homeowner, especially when you buy a house that's got a few years on it, you don't know what you're dealing with in terms of foundation. And I know that Nate knows a lot more about what I don't see and what I don't know about than I do. So bring the experts out and get them to check out your house. Hey guys, Matt Murphy again with Nate with USS, and Nate has just wrapped up kind of a look at the house. And Nate, what'd you find?
Well, your house is in pretty good shape for the age of it. I had to look pretty hard to find it.
Okay.
Your house being on a slope like it is here, I think we could do a lot of good by trying to terminate your downspouts a little
Okay.
further from the house there.
Okay.
Roof water is the killer of foundations, and so if we can just get it to a positive grade to drain away from your house, I think that's real cheap insurance.
You want to kind of get it out and downhill.
That's right. Yeah.
That's
So
the idea.
make sure that it doesn't come right back down towards the foundation wall causing issues, settlement or leakage.
Now, if folks are watching this video and they are like, we need to get Nate out to the house to do a look. I mean, I watched you do it. It's, about 30, 45 minutes, something like that.
Yeah.
To do a comprehensive kind of an examination around the house. They just give you a call and schedule?
Yeah, absolutely. You can call our main phone number, or you can call or reach USSTN.com and schedule right through the website there. Our girls in the call center will get back to you just about immediately, as long as it's during business hours. So
this just makes a lot of sense, folks, for you guys to do an examination of your house like we've done, to check it out. I'm going to get those gutters done with Nate and his team at USS, and then we'll do a video and let you know how those look at the end of all of this. So thank you, guys.
hey, that'd be great.
We appreciate you, brother.
Matt,
All
we
right.
appreciate you.
Oh, kids, you know what we could do right now? I think we could go for some of our good friend and yours, the guy that delivers the best of the best when it comes to, well, what he does. It's the guy, the wisdom guy. He's got all kinds of wisdom, and he delivers wisdom time and time again to us. And I think he needs to do it again for us. And this one, kid, these are words to live by here. Let's see if I can pull it up here, because it takes forever now that we have to do video. That's not like regular video like I do, where I come from. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is ridiculous. It's like dealing with, you know what? I've hit play on the video 10 times here, man. It's not doing anything. See that? You know why? because I use grown-up stuff in my studio. This is not grown-up stuff. Here's words of wisdom. Don't have to use Zoom 9 times back and forth. This is the Infinity Wars that we're going through right now. Okay, I'm going to play it anyways, though, because instead of the video, I've got the just him in general is incredible.
You should take on your fears. Don't let them fester and hold you back. If you got something you're afraid of doing, just start doing it. And you'll find out that you didn't really have anything to be afraid of to begin with. Unless, of course, you stole money from a drug cartel and you're in hiding. I wouldn't try to face those guys. It's probably best to be hide from them. But everything else, you pretty much, you do that stuff. So as long as you're not being hunted down by a drug cartel, I would say your life is doing pretty good. Okay. Okay, bye.
Unless you stole money from the drug cartel.
Yeah, you don't want them coming after you.
No.
You don't. I don't think people realize one of the big reasons that we don't have the gang violence we used to have is because the cartels came in and they basically told these guys, knock it off or we're going to kill all of you.
Yeah, because it's bad for business.
It's bad for business. It's absolutely horrific for business. So let's not do that anymore, kids. Let's not. Tell you what, speaking of good for business, should we hear the song of Old Marcia? Let's see how good this sounds. And we'll see. And then we're going to compare it to the one we're going to do.
Our pain-killing pills wouldn't sell, so we paid Senator Marcia Blackburn to pass our bill.
If you're having trouble passing bad legislation, try Senator Marcia. Side effects of paying Marcia include an opioid crisis, over 20,000 overdose deaths in Tennessee, billions for Big Pharma, millions for Senator Blackburn.
Marcia Blackburn's the queen pharma mama who's ready to sell.
Call Senator Marcia Blackburn and tell her to stop selling out Tennessee.
Ooh.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
I thought I was rough.
Well, let's be real. Opioid, I mean, when that epidemic was going gangbusters, this is, prior to Narcan. Maybe she's got to deal with Narcan. I don't know. But when that was going gangbusters, that was an issue that they played that 60 Minutes thing where they talked about how they went and they rewrote the bill, and she was a huge part of, the reasons why, when we talk about Big Pharma, we've talked about with the weed thing, it's Big Pharma's the reason she doesn't want weed involved. Big Pharma. And everybody knows. Go and look and see how much money they get from certain groups, and that'll tell you everything you need to know about where their votes are and what's important to them.
Yeah, if you're one of those Tennesseans that she's supposedly talking to every day, ask her about that.
Yeah. So
see what she says. Or if she just ignores you and then gets on the elevator.
Yeah. And then awkwardly pulls back. You better watch it, Marcia. She wants to give you opioids.
Man.
That was pretty rough, though, wasn't it?
These AI ads, dude.
What happens when you take opioids? Do you jump into like a smelting furnace?
Oh, that's a good one. I don't know. That's a good one. I have no idea. I've never. Well, normally you just die on
OD.
You just OD and then you get Narcaned up
and die on the street or in the back seat of the ambulance.
Yeah, for the third or fourth time. Have you ever seen somebody when they Narcan them and it's like they weren't even there?
Kind of like in Pulp Fiction.
Yes, exactly. It's crazy. And the sad thing is, you talk to they're like, yeah, that's the third time I've had to do that person. It's not, at some point in time, somebody's not going to be around to do it and they're just going to die. It's happening.
Yeah, those are people that are, way gone.
Yeah.
They are so addicted.
Yeah, they're not even themselves anymore. It's almost like somebody else has replaced their bodies.
Right.
With just the fentanyl. And it's not if, but when. And it's sad. It's sad to think that. But yeah, Big Pharma, there's no doubt. Big Pharma played a huge role in all of that. That movie with Michael Keaton about the...
Oh, yeah.
That right there.
Those West Virginia coal miners.
The West Virginia coal miners. The stories, we did a story on my local show like 5-6 years ago. I had a lady on maybe longer than that. It might have been 8, 10 years ago. I was still in Palm Springs. I think we had our office there. She got like an injury. She was trying to do like a marathon or something, and she overtrained to the point where she needed something for the pain. So the doctors gave her pain. Within like 8 months, she'd lost her family. She was homeless. She was hooking.
Yeah.
And she was just a mom. And it was that fast. That stuff is awful.
The mini series was called Dope Sick.
Dope Sick, that's right. Because he started realizing, wait, hold on here. Like everybody, they showed the little the clinic that he had, and there was all these coal miners out there, and they're all just hooked on drugs. I mean, it is awful what it can do for you. And yeah, Big Pharma, my God, the Sacklers paid billions of dollars in fines, and they're still wealthy. And there was Dope Sick, and then there was another show that came out last year about how the sellers did their thing. And all they were hot girls that were going out and flirting with doctors to get them basically to put in, to schlep this stuff around.
Do you know who was in it?
I'm trying to remember who was in that one. But some famous people. It was one of them was a blonde. She's really
famous people.
So no, but it wasn't like one of those indie ones where you have no idea. But it was somebody that was a big star. She was like the vehicle for it. But they go. I mean, I don't know you guys. When's the last time you saw a 250-pound woman or a 5'2", 300-pound man go into a doctor's office and give them something? They hire based on looks as much as anything.
0764, my brother-in-law is a Lebanon cop, and he's had to Narcan the same guy 11 times.
Yeah.
11 times.
That is.
That's how hard opioids hook you.
Yeah.
Well, and I think one big misconception about addiction is it's not necessarily how it makes you feel. It's what it's doing to your body.
Yeah.
It's your body starts treating it like food. Like it has to have it.
Yeah, when you're an opioid junkie, you go from taking the drugs to stay high to taking the drugs to feel normal.
Yes. Yeah. You're trying to not. You're just trying to survive.
Yeah, if you don't take it, you get so violently ill that it's just impossible to stand.
Yes. What was it? Dr. Drew said the worst of all the drugs. This is Narcan. Opioids, you can get off opioids much easier. He goes, alcohol's still the most dangerous to go like when you're totally addicted to alcohol to go cold turkey on.
It'll kill you.
Because that's what he said. He said the thing that kills you more than anything else, people going cold turkey, is alcohol. Alcohol. Remember John Daly? I remember John Daly tried to go cold turkey. He was having alcohol withdrawals on the PGA Tour. It's like this time of year, he's got a full, he's got the golf outfit, but he's also wearing like a windbreaker. It's like 100. He's sweating, but he's cold. And I think he shot like a 3 under. He's just like, you're really good. Oh, that movie is Painkillers with Matthew Broderick. And it's a Netflix show, but it shows how they go and they get these women that are beautiful, and they all go and they schmooze. And the stuff that they do, by the way, what they give you, how they schmooze you, it's incredible. It is. You hear stories of. I want to tell you, my friend who I grew up with, he's a doctor. They're not supposed to give you certain things, but they do. They took them all to Atlantis, where you can gamble, and they had a big weekend there to try to get them to push whatever crap they were pushing at the time. And they told them all to reach underneath the seats, and there was like a brand new Rolex. And they all got thousands of dollars for them to go gaming. Their wives and stuff that came got all this money to go spend money at the shops. They're the biggest drug dealers in the world. Everybody's worried about the kid down on the street, right? Who's broke AF, who's just trying to pay some bills, He ain't moving weight, but he's enough to maybe he can get his kids some diapers, and everybody's mad because the guy's driving a Porsche and hands this stuff out like it's candy. Gets away with it. You should be pissed. God, and we're not even selling wood chippers. Like you said, I don't know what you put in that thing. The Narcan, though, that Narcan is, woo, that stuff is nasty. I mean, it's great, but it's like the fact that it's nasty that you have to give it to somebody 11 times.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's somebody who is gone. They are way gone.
And you have to think, too, you go to this thing and you think, I'm going to save this guy or this gal. And they're going to think nothing of it. And the first thing that they're going to think about is, I should. And by the end of the evening, they're going to be looking for fentanyl again.
Yeah, you're never going to save anybody that isn't ready to be saved.
Yeah. No, you're not. And at this point in time, they're not ready to be. They're not. I think some of them are at the point, and I see it like this guy passes out across the street all the time. In fact, I'll show you guys later. I took a picture of him. I thought he was dead. That's twice I've thought he was dead because he was in the bushes today. But the other day he was on the stairs across the street from me. And my first thought was, they know the risk. That person doesn't have the decision-make ability anymore to save himself. They just don't. They know the risk, and they know it's not if but when. And it's a shame. It is an absolute shame. Woo, but I tell you what, that song, woo. And I know she's trying to sue.
That's a roast.
That is a roast, yeah.
She's trying to sue who?
Well, they filed a cease and desist order.
Yeah.
Over the song?
Over the ad.
Yeah, try and get used to that.
I know. But the thing is, like, so many of these are outside of the state, companies.
Well, not only that, it's a political ad. What are they going to? I mean, what's she going to be able to prove that it's untrue or not?
That's it. Yeah, prove it, because they back it up with all the stuff that you did to eliminate some of these bills, to do all this kind of stuff. They backed it up, and it's a roast.
That's one of the dumbest things in the world, because she's Streisand effect.
Yeah. Well,
Streisand effect.
And the other thing is too, you go hard at that. You either ignore something because it's ridiculous, or you go hard at something because it hits you where it hurts. And I think that hit her big time. Coming up, sports with Bell. Speaking of guys who know stuff, speaking of Narcan, you guys are going to need some after Bell delivers this big sports stuff. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7. All right, guys. Incogni, INCOGNI. Why is Incogni awesome and important? Because your data is important. Your data ending up in the hands of anybody is possible, because it is. As we speak, somebody might be looking at your data because they can get it from anybody. It's that simple. They go to these data brokers. They'll just sell the data. There you go. There you go. Who wants it? Who wants your data? You want your data? What's in there? How about your name, your address, maybe your social, how much money you make, the church you go to? Oh, how about who you voted for, the medicines you take, all of that stuff. You're either being marketed to or somebody's trying to scam you. You're not buying that data otherwise. So that's why you need Incogni. They go in, they tell these brokers, because they know exactly what to do. Where you and I would have to search forever, and it would be too long, and there's too many of them. They know what they're doing. They get you removed from the list, which is what you want. And anytime something pops up again, whack-a-mole. They make sure you're taken off the list. Protect yourself. Make sure you have silence on your phone when it comes to scam calls and text messages, and you own your data again. Do it with Incogni. Right now, save 60%. It's so important to have your data back in your own hands. How do you get it? You go to incogni.com/Benson. Saves you 60% right there. Incogni.com/Benson. Code Benson.
24 westbound at Whites Creek still shut down for a fatal crash investigation, and it was an emotional morning in a Georgia courtroom ahead of a sentencing for the father of a school shooter. We'll tell you about it at 1 on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
You guys ready for this? Hold on to your hats and glasses, because this here's the wildest sportscast in the wilderness.
Now it's time for Sports with Bell. When you need to know sports information, you turn to the guy who calls basketball shooty hoops. Let's talk some sports with Bell.
All right, let's see what you got.
So Jake Paul finally wants to put some teeth behind his mean words and his middle fingers. He's going to merge his company, Most Valuable Promotions, with Professional Fighters League in hopes to take on the UFC head-to-head.
Ooh, that'll be interesting. That'll be, I don't know how that'll be interesting. You know what? What's his name? Dana White. He's really big into the slap league now.
What's that?
Have you never seen the slap thing?
No. Yeah. Oh, where they slap each other? Oh, it's almost like arm wrestling, except you're slapping each other in the face.
Yeah. He is, he just signed a big deal with that. I mean, is it there for the taking? You know, we like combat sports. I mean, I think it's there for the taking, you know, but I mean, is there enough? Although we've got the WWE and we just had the guys from the AEW here. And, you know, is there enough for it? I don't know. I mean, Jake Paul, here's the thing. Love him or hate him, that guy knows how to promote.
Oh, without a doubt.
You know.
He and his brother are both very smart at
Absolutely. 100%. So there is a possibility that he could make enough noise that it could be worth something.
I mean, I would bet his feud with Dana is half he actually feels that way and half I'll use this as a way to advance my career.
Absolutely. Yeah, and grow. I'll use your anger towards me to grow, to do the Streisand effect, and we'll promote all of our stuff. So that'll be very, very interesting to see how that goes. There you go, kids. Sports with Bell like nobody's business.
Way to go, Brother Bilal.
Coming up next hour, we heard the song about Marsha. We'll do our own song. We're going to ask you guys for ideas on what should be in there on that one. We're going to do one for all of them. So John Rose, we'll do one for Monty. It'll be fun. So let's get that done. Let's see how we do here, kids, okay? So what do you think should be in Marsha's song? You've heard that one. Can we do a better one? Not just about farm up, but everything. Chad Ben Show, Super Talk 99.7.
One o'clock on the dot. I'm Ken Weaver with your top stories. 24 westbound still shut down at Whites Creek for that fatal crash investigation involving 3 tractor trailers. One of them overturned there this morning. Then a police situation, 65 northbound at Trinity Lane. That's where Channel 4 says someone was found dead inside a truck. And in Goodlettsville, we got a crash Licton Pike at Crocker Springs Road. Full forecast coming up in 5 minutes. Well, it was an emotional morning in a Georgia courtroom ahead of the sentencing of Colin Gray. He was convicted of second-degree murder and other charges for providing a rifle to his son, who used it to kill 2 teachers and 2 students at Appalachia High School in 2024. ABC's Peter Haralambous has more.
Shayna Aspinwall is the widow of teacher and assistant football coach Ricky Aspinwall, one of the 4 victims who died. She described how the life of her family has been upended since the 2024 shooting.
My now 4-year-old thinks her daddy is still at football practice and wishes he could come home.
Prosecutors say Colin Gray should receive an 80-year sentence for providing his son the weapon he used to carry out the mass shooting. Peter Haralambous, ABC News.
Iran war. Retired Colonel Seth Crumrich telling ABC News the war has widened to more countries and proxy groups in the region, more so than during World War II.
Iran's leveraging the Houthis both to stop Saudi Arabian ships going through the Bab al-Mandeb, and then also attacking oil infrastructure in Saudi Arabia to make things extremely painful there as well. So we are definitely moving much deeper into a widening war and farther away from a ceasefire or a peace deal.
Yeah, analysts say higher energy costs tied to the conflict are weighing on economic growth here in this country. U.S. economy slowed in the second quarter, growing at an annual rate of 1.5%, below economists' expectations. Even so, consumer spending remains strong, continue to support the economy. A separate inflation report showed price pressures easing somewhat in June, which could reduce pressure on the Fed to raise interest rates. Here in Tennessee, a new political ad targeting Senator Marsha Blackburn, drawing legal pushback from her gubernatorial campaign.
Marsha Blackburn's the queen farmer mama who's ready to sell.
Call Senator Marsha Blackburn and tell her to stop selling out Tennessee.
The satirical commercial claims Blackburn accepted pharmaceutical industry money and helped pass legislation tied to the nation's opioid crisis. Blackburn's attorneys have sent a cease and desist letter demanding the ad be removed from television stations and advertising platforms. The group behind the ad, American Exceptionalism Institute. Rising public outcry has some communities pulling the plug on automated license plate readers. Still, says ABC's Jim Ryan, more than 100,000 of the AI-powered cameras are tracking vehicles in all 50 states.
Law enforcers who use the technology agree with Mark Nelson of the Oklahoma City Fraternal Order of Police.
This changes the game on how we're able to accomplish public safety.
But not universally in Los Angeles.
Until we can get those data privacy, security, and sharing concerns ironed out.
The LAPD's Dean Gialama says the license reading cameras are being shut off.
In our nation's capital, Tennessee, Congressman Tim Burchett's introduced the Protection Against Mass Surveillance Act, a bill that would ban federal agencies from using or funding flock camera systems and other automated surveillance technologies. That's the latest news. Weather's next. I'm Ken Weaver, WTN News.
I see that football is close to being back.
Football! Football!
So the Tennessee Titans are all in bats, smashing into each other. We're getting close, Ken. How's Oklahoma going to do this year?
I don't know. I hope we do well.
Have you fixed your quarterback problem?
Yeah, his hand seems to be fully healed. I think we're still going to have a very nasty defense.
Because if you had a quarterback last year, you guys were going to go some places, I think.
We had a better chance.
Yeah. I mean,
that's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, it was at that point where it's like, maybe he should try throwing left-handed. Maybe that's what he should do.
That Texas game was a disaster. He should not have come back to that.
No. And I get, I mean, guys, first of all, athletes, that's what they do. I was reading today that Daniel Jones tore his Achilles last year. He's already in camp with Indy. And they gave him a clearance to practice.
Yeah.
Which normally they thought he might miss the whole year. So, but that's what happens. He probably went to Germany, right? And they had vampire blood. They got it from probably some fetus, and they give it to him.
Wait a minute, you're saying the fetus was a vampire?
No, probably it was a vampire. They gave it. I don't even know how it works,
Okay.
right? But I know the fetus is involved. Regeneration. I'll tell you what. So, oh man, you guys are sending. So we're gonna do a Marsha song about. Should we do a rap?
Sure.
Okay, we're gonna do a Marsha. So I need some ideas about what should be in. You can text it, or you can hit us up on the YouTube, or any of the places. You can tweet at me at Chad Benson Show. We need some of the ideas, and we're also going to do a John Rose one, and we're also going to do one for Monty. So everybody's getting their own, kids, right? We're an equal opportunity employer here of hilarity. So just want you guys to know that. But yeah, I don't know about the fetus thing. I know that was a big thing, that they were using that stuff for stem cells or something like that. But it works. That's probably what he did. I know that's what Kobe did. Kobe went over to Germany and he did something over there that we don't do over here. And then he came back and he was magical.
Yeah.
He was magical. Yeah, I listened to that song. I don't think she's got and somebody said last night that Cameron told the audience that she doesn't have a leg to stand on when it comes to that.
Yeah,
Cameron's a lawyer.
Yeah, I know. So, I mean, you can send cease and desist all day, but
sure.
That's the best they're hoping for, is that they can intimidate them. And if they can't intimidate them, they're out of ammo.
Yeah, they are. I mean, what else are you going to do? She needs to focus on other things. And look, there's no doubt when we've talked to her, when everybody's talked to her, the weed thing is a big deal. And it's not so much even about the weed thing. It's the fact that she said she would override even the will of the people.
That's what's getting her.
Yeah. Yeah. And that everybody knows that she's a big fan of Big Pharma. So, but the overriding the will of the people, that's a tough thing to do. Then why do we have the people?
According to Tennessee Lookout, she has accepted $120,000 in donations from pharmaceuticals.
And that's, so they know where her bread is buttered, and buttered her bread, if you will, or however that works. I don't know what we're doing there. So, and now, but I told Chris, because Chris goes, are you going to vote for Monty? I'm like, I'm not voting for Monty. I said, his abortion stance is just so radical. There's just no way I could. And I said, I think he's a genuine guy. But I said, right now, I'm still voting for Big Meteor. But at this point in time, I said, you know what? I said, look, I'm pretty sure, regardless of the song, she's probably going to win. This, think about this. She wants to be governor of the state. She wants to be the CEO of a state in America that is booming, that, we got businesses coming here, all this stuff's going on. I mean, my goodness, we may have some nuclear waste coming. You don't know.
That's money, baby.
That is money, baby. I mean, you don't want it next door to your house, but you're like, yeah, let's do it. Hey, if you could 3 Mile Island it that way, that'd be super, because we're all not in my backyard. But if you can't take questions, if you won't debate, and then you're upset about a commercial parody song, well, I mean, tell me you're really not qualified to do this without telling me you're really not qualified to do this.
Does it show you might be a little worried?
Yes. Yeah. And I said to Chris, I said, look, I don't think that, Monty, God bless him. Like I said, he's busted his butt. I think he's the most genuine cat of them all. John Rose doesn't have a chance. And, Marsha's probably going to take this, and she's probably going to be the next governor. I mean, I would be crazy. But I said, I hope Jerry Green makes it interesting and at least has a chance to debate. And I'm not, again, she's not 100% sure that she's going to get through. I'm just going with the people that people know. Or Ditch. It'd be hilarious to see her and Ditch on stage. Because Ditch could make up his own song and play his mandolin or whatever he plays.
Yeah.
So, but I would like to see that. But, if you're not pressured, if you don't even have to debate, for God's sakes, to win. I mean, that's like getting to the semifinals of a tennis tournament, and then the semifinalists, you have what they call a walkover because that person's injured, and then the person you're supposed to play in the final has the flu, and they can't play. That's what it feels like. I want to see some competition, so we'll see. And I'm hoping we have, Chad, she may not win. Stand with Monty. You know what? I think Monty's a nice guy. I think he's got some ideas that are out there a little bit too infringing on me.
Well, they're all flawed candidates.
Yeah, everybody's
let's be
flawed.
honest. But, I think Monty's going to have a good showing.
I think he will too. I think he'll surprise.
If something, happens to, like what do they call it, October surprise kind of thing?
Yeah.
Maybe he's going to do better than, what we might expect considering the dynamics. But I don't think he's going to look at the thing as a wasted effort by any stretch.
Here's my question to you guys out there. What would get voters to turn on Marcia to the point where it became a 3-horse race or even a 2-horse race? But what would it take?
Honestly, my personal opinion is nothing's going to do that.
Yeah, I don't think so
because
either.
people vote based on name recognition instead of actual platforms and policies. I can find a policy that every single one of these guys has that I'm like, nope, that's a hard no for me.
Yeah.
But you're never going to get the perfect candidate who thinks exactly like you do.
Yeah, Monty would be a theocrat. Yeah, I don't know how being against abortion is being flawed. Write your girl Afton in. I'm writing Bell in. Bell's my man.
I'm writing in Ken. Ken's going to write in Chad.
Yeah, and then so all of us get. You know what? I kept telling Ken. I kept saying we got to start a writing campaign for Bell and see if we could get Bell up to like a couple thousand. How hilarious would that be? And coming in third place is Bell. Who
the hell is this guy?
Boys, I'm already invested in Brother Jackson Williams.
Oh, are you?
However,
that's how you play, huh?
Show trader.
Is he old?
Show trader.
Is there an age limit on governor?
Well, now see, that is the problem. Brother Jackson may be ousted over the age.
Yeah, he's probably a little too young.
But kind of like the fella in "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?" I am entertaining offers.
How old's Jack? Jackson can't be what? He's in his early 20s.
26.
Oh my God!
He's a youngster.
Do you remember those days?
Oh, I do. When nothing hurt.
It's the first thing you start. One day, you guys tell my kids. One day, your biggest issue is going to be you took a nap and your neck hurts and it's going to hurt all day. You're going to take a whole bunch of aspirin and then halfway through the day, you remember, dang it, I got to figure out what I'm going to do for dinner tonight.
Yeah, back then a hangover is 15 minutes of uncomfortableness and then you went on your day.
Yeah.
The one day you're going to reach for a coffee cup and you're going to call out sick.
So
because you've pulled some fat.
Do you have to be what, 30?
Yes, it's 30.
30? Oh,
At least 30.
Can you be 29 going on 30? Could it be one of those things where you turn 30 in your election year?
Well, I bet you money you have to be 30 when you would be sworn in.
Okay.
So if you're 29 and running for office, I think that would still work.
You know what we should change? How about this? Let's just change the whole thing and we'll make it you could be 30 during your time as governor at some point. Yeah. So if you're 26 now and you have a 4-year term, you would be 30. So in theory, it would still count.
How old do you have to be a senator? 35?
I think it's 30, isn't it?
Is it? And Mitch McConnell's 84?
Yeah, he's almost 3 of those.
What an embarrassment.
Where's Mitch? Oh, guys, I'm with hemp. Mitch.
They keep bringing him bourbon-flavored ice chips.
You know they do. You know what? Well, I tell people, what do you think Mitch is? I said, you guys want to know the truth? I know the truth. He got so stoned. That guy was so... You guys don't even understand. Mitch McConnell, let's just make up wacky stories about him. He got up and he used to wake and bake every day. The reason he doesn't want people to have hemp or weed is because he wants it all for himself.
All for himself. Absolutely.
He's got a grow farm that is it's called Mitch Marijuana.
Yeah, he'll do that typical thing where they pass a law that you can't do something, but Congress is exempt from it.
It's called Mitchahoochie. Mitchahoochie. Mitchahoochie.
I sure do like the Chronic.
I do, man. I tell you what, I was hanging up with Snoop Dogg.
Chronic.
Oh, man. That's why they call him the Turtle. Here he comes. He's almost, you have to be 30 to be a senator, and he's almost 3 of those. That is crazy. I mean, if we're honest with ourselves, and we go back a number of years, you could see that, like, Mitch McConnell, there wasn't even the thought at that time when he was born to go, you know what, one day we're going to put a man on the moon. Wasn't even that thought yet. Wasn't even that thought. Air travel the way we know it? No chance. If you want to go to Europe, you better get on a boat.
38 trillion in debt? That'll never happen.
That'll never happen. Mitchawana. Mitchweed.
Not on our watch.
Not on our watch. Hemp, it's what's for dinner. And some Taco Bell. Because I'm... Oh, Mitch is rolling around in his grave right now. Oh, he's not? You know what, though? I think it is fair. I heard Andy Bashir the other day saying, look.
Yeah.
You owe it to the people, dude. At least come out. But I told you guys, August 3rd, like the 4th or 5th, they're going to make an announcement that Mitch is going to step away because he's dead.
or he's just so incapacitated that he can't function.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. I think they are going to, because after August 3rd, it can be, they don't have to have a special election. So they can just place whoever they want in that position. So,
no, boys, there still could be a 20-minute conversation involving Senator Tom Thune and others.
John Thune. We need to get rid of John Thune. Okay, good luck. Who do you think you're going to put in there that's going to fix that? Who do you think? By the way, Trump, you've pissed off Cassidy and you've pissed off Cornyn to the point where they're not even like, was it Cornyn that came out and said, yeah, I don't think I'm going to vote for Blanche. So he's had to pull that back.
Yeah.
What do you think when you go out and you destroy these people that and they still have things that you need to vote on? You think they're going to go with you at this point in time? No, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. So, yeah, no, I think they're going to wait till the 4th or 5th and they'll make an announcement that he can no longer carry on with his duties. And there should be a situation where if you miss X amount of votes because of illness or not because you're going on, whatever Andy Ogles has done because he's missed like 10% of the votes, just because whatever reason.
I thought it was 90. He was there for 10.
I don't know. Could be that too. Who knows?
They get it wrong.
Maybe. But if you miss X amount of votes in a row, that you should, it's one thing if you're on your honeymoon, okay? It's another thing if you're on potentially your deathbed. They should be able to replace you, right there.
That's a constitutional amendment, though, isn't it?
Yeah, they don't have to tell them anything. But you should owe it to the people.
To get that put into place, you'd have to do a constitutional
Maybe they should have they could have a sub. Maybe if they know you're going to be out for six weeks because maybe you have to have something done. Or
like a lieutenant governor or somebody.
Yeah, like somebody who can come in and sub for you.
A lieutenant senator.
Yeah. Yeah. And every state just has that sub. Just one sub. Like they have in hockey, every hockey game everybody goes to, there is a guy in the stands who is an emergency goalie. The emergency goalie is a person who's not a professional. He probably plays at a local men's league here, but he probably played some college. He's good enough to go in and play a couple minutes of a game if something horrific happened and like both your goalies got hurt, and he plays for either team, and it usually happens once a year. They should have that for the Senate. Not so much Congress. Get you out of there. Just the Senate, because it's long term. All right, coming up, I'm taking some of your things. We're going to see if we can put together a song, little Marsha song here, little rap song, see how we can get this thing going here. We'll do that, among other things, straight ahead. I heard you laughing in there, Ken. You're like, oh, it's going to be good. Chad Benson, Super Talk 99.7. Relief Factor is awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm going to tell you this right now. I take this stuff all the time. I take it every single day. It's non-addictive. It's naturally formulated, third-party tested for purity and potency. And it has, cumin and omega-3s and all this stuff in it. And what it does is it fights the inflammation from the inside out. So most of our aches and pains are joints that are inflamed. This is going to help your body in a major way. It fights that inflammation. So that way you can move freely about the cabin of life without having to go, my foot hurts, my body hurts. It works that good. And I take it every day. I want you to try it. $17.76. It's a 3-week quick start. They're going to lose money on it, but they want you to try it. Over 1 million customers try and use Relief Factor because it works. Go to ReliefFactor.com, ReliefFactor.com to get your 3-week quick start now. Or call 800-4RELIEF, 800-4RELIEF for Relief Factor.
All right, westbound 24 still completely shut down there at White's Creek for that fatal crash investigation involving 3 tractor trailers. That is an 82-minute delay when you factor in trying to get around that with all the detours. Also, Talbot's Corner, Channel 4 said there was a police situation with the right shoulder block, 65 northbound at Trinity Lane, where a body was found in a semi. And hear how a retired colonel compares the Iran war to World War II, coming up at 1:30 on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
Putting together Marsha's song. Again, you need a couple more ideas. I'm putting together, got some Trump in there, got a little China in there. Got to stop, for sure, illegal aliens. I got her in there building a wall around Tennessee. So let's get some more. I think we're going to do rap for the song. I think we're going to do some rap. I think that'll be fun. By the way, Chad, I think abortion is murder. His stance, Monty's stance, and he readily, by the way, he's told Matt this and everything, and he's very open. He goes, I know that I'm going to lose votes for this. His thing is, if you're raped by your father, you should be forced to keep that baby. Sorry, that's a no for me. Right?
At least he doesn't run from it. He's not trying to hide behind a wall somewhere and go, oh, I don't want to discuss that, but I'm talking to Tennesseans every day.
Yeah, and he, would he like to make sure that there can be no churches but Christian churches? It's a little much for me as well. Because Bell and I mean, we're trying to go clear.
Space Mormons is where it's at, baby.
They're the only. If you're not a space Mormon, I want nothing to do with you. If you can't go clear, you're not getting my vote. Oh, I wouldn't
talk to Suri Cruz either if I was her dad.
She changed her name.
I know. It's Noelle. Noelle.
Yeah, whatever her mom's name is.
Yeah, her middle name. Mom's middle name.
Yeah, so she doesn't want. It's weird. Have you guys noticed that all of them, for the most part, all the kids' stars end up with their mom? And they drop their dad's name. Like Brad Pitt's kids have all dropped his name.
It doesn't surprise me that the church forced him to disconnect with her.
Yeah, but
I mean that's a
she's
standard
not part of the church, right?
Because then that's why they forced him to disconnect because she's not a member of the church anymore, and Katie's actions brought shame onto the church. So he's so brainwashed into it that he's given up his own daughter over the church.
That is insane. That is insane. It is. They had he has another kid, adopted kid, right? With
he's got two. He's got a daughter and a
Nicole Kidman and her adopted kid.
They adopted a daughter and.
What about him? Because I know you never hear anything about him or any of that stuff.
No, I don't think he has any biological children.
That's not. I mean,
besides Suri.
Besides Suri,
yeah.
It's got to be. It has got to be. Sharon says, Chad, that's not true. Fritz isn't saying they have to keep the baby. Just don't abort it. Okay. So are you going to move the baby out of the tummy to somebody else so they don't have to think about it for 9 months, what dad did to them? Just out of curiosity. No. Sorry. You know what? You guys know this. I'm as independent as come, big believer in choice. I think the reality is, if you allowed Tennesseans to vote, like they did in Kansas, by the way, the actual buckle of the Bible Belt, on whether or not they should get rid of abortion, I think people here would be surprised the same way I think they'd be surprised about weed, which neither of those things will ever see the ballot. Ever. So, what else do we want on the song? Can you guys think of anything? We've got China. We got the love of Trump. We've got immigration. Because they already have a song with the pharmacy, so we need that. We want to go somewhere different with that one. So let's go somewhere different with that. So we've got China. We've got what else do we have? We have illegal immigration, and we have a love of Trump. So those are the three. We need at least. Let's try to get one more in there. Let us know. Make sure Marcia doesn't let frogs turn gay. Got to do cell phones. Put the cell phones in there as well. All right, we'll do that, and we'll play the song coming up in a little bit. Chad Benson, Super Talk 98.7.
.1:30 on the dot. I'm Ken Weaver with your top stories. And 24 westbound still shut down there at White's Creek for that fatality crash investigation involving 3 tractor trailers. That's an 82-minute delay. Full forecast coming up in 5 minutes. Iran war. The fighting has sent the price of oil back up. President Trump says the U.S. may keep retaliating if Iran keeps hitting. Retired Colonel Seth Crumrich telling ABC News the war has widened to more countries and proxy groups in the region, more so than were involved in World War II.
When you just look at the last, say, 72 hours and you see Saudi Arabia directly attacking Iran and the PMF forces in Iraq, when you see what's coming out now that perhaps Hezbollah was behind the drone strikes in Egypt, when we see earlier this month with Bahrain and Kuwait also participating in an attack, so they weren't announced overtly, I think we are.
Economic growth lost momentum in the second quarter as the nation's gross domestic product rose just 1.5%. Economists point to higher oil and gasoline prices, a major headwind for the economy. Consumer spending, however, remained resilient despite the added costs. Meanwhile, inflation cooled in June, giving the Fed more room to keep interest rates unchanged. And we are hearing from the father of a 10-year-old boy who was saved by a teenage lifeguard at a California state beach this week. The video's gone viral of the teenage lifeguard saving the boy. ABC's Alex Stone.
President Trump says 16-year-old lifeguard Ryder Williams will be invited to the White House to be honored. Williams was caught on witness video battling waves to save a drowning 10-year-old boy at a Santa Cruz beach. That boy was Nathaniel Rye. His father says without Williams racing to him, Rye, who was on vacation with his sister and mom in California, would not have survived.
From what I gathered, he assumed he was going to die. He was drowning. He knew he was drowning. He blacked out. He went unconscious.
He says he feels so lucky that Williams was there to save his son. Alex Stone, ABC News.
That's the latest news. Weather's next. I'm Ken Weaver, WTN News.
I'm WSMV4 First Alert Meteorologist Stephanie Pietro. Plenty of sunshine coming our way today. Temperatures topping off in the upper 80s and low humidity this afternoon. Tonight we're down to the 60s for the overnight low. Tomorrow mid to the upper 80s, low humidity once again, and a mix of clouds and sunshine. Scattered showers. Thunderstorm. Temperatures stay in the 80s this weekend. It's a little bit more humid, then we'll look to dry things out early next week.
Beacon Capital Management is awesome. You see what's going on with the fact that our debt's massive and it's growing. And in the future, maybe the near future, we're going to have to do something like raise taxes and cut in certain places. With Beacon, you don't have to worry about whether or not you're going to be in trouble because Beacon has got you covered. They're going to help you with advanced tax planning that's going to protect you from that. On top of that, they're going to help you with the dollars and cents of what is going on in the world out there, especially when it comes to the markets, up, down, sideways, and you're worried about, are you going to have enough? Call Beacon today. Talk to them. Start that conversation, 615-488-9303. They're going to get you out a free retirement-ready toolkit. Absolutely free. It's got a Money Enough for Life book, retirement planning checklist, and a guide for maximizing your retirement income. Completely free for you. There's no cost, no obligation, and just have a conversation. That's how it starts. Let them show you what they can do for you. Call Beacon today, set up a free conversation, and go down and see them. Break bread with them. They're amazing. 615-488-9303, 615-488-9303, online at AskBeaconNow.com. For Beacon Capital Management, this is a paid placement. I was listening to the song we've created. We're getting ready to unveil it. Should we listen to the, this is the song that came out that she is quite upset about. And they've sent a cease and desist. They've said cease and desist. How dare you come after her for being Big Pharma Mama?
Our pain-killing pills wouldn't sell, so we paid Senator Marsha Blackburn to pass our bill.
If you're having trouble passing bad legislation, try Senator Marsha. Side effects of paying Marsha include an opioid crisis, over 20,000 overdose deaths in Tennessee, billions for Big Pharma, millions for Senator Blackburn.
Marsha Blackburn's the queen pharma mama who's ready to sell.
Call Senator Marsha Blackburn and tell her to stop selling out Tennessee.
Ooh. So this is the first go at the one we've done. You guys ready? You ready?
This is all AI, right?
This is all, well, yeah, no, it's my band.
No, well.
We just put it together now.
Just letting people that might have been not tuned in earlier.
Okay, here we go, guys. This is a wrap. I decided to do this one. Let's see how this goes. I'm just going to play about a minute of it. I have no idea what it sounds like. I don't know any of that. It could be awful. It could be great. We're going to find out.
Yeah, I didn't decide to cuss to it.
Marsha in the Capitol, boots on the floor. Talking big protection, got a plan and some more. Says the whole state's in danger from a paper tongue snack. A fortune cookie whispering, don't let your guard crack. She look at her cell phone like it stole the sun. Put that thing down, baby, this fun is done. Texting in the kitchen, she acting all tense like a buzzing little rectangles of national offense. She pointed the glow like it's some kind of curse, but the timing on the panic, it could not be worse. She say, hold on tight, I know what to do. Then turn that worried face right back to Trump in the room. Fortune cookies, watch out. Tennessee, stand down.
Oh, that was good.
Fortune cookies, watch out.
Oh, my God. That is spectacular.
Fortune cookies, watch out.
You think I'm going to get a cease and desist?
Yeah, you know what they can do with that.
They can cease this desist.
Yes.
She don't trust your share. She got that Trump love loud like a halftime show. Every speech got a rally in the afterglow. Red hat energy in a Navy suit fit. Talking border, talking fear, talking sound bites quick. She'll save you from a snack with a folded up line. From the tiny paper prophecy to deep state sign. And if your phone lights up while you're eating fried rice, she'll declare that little screen a threat to the whole night. She say this is serious, I see the risk. While the fortune says relax, maybe call your aunt and eat this. But she ain't reading messages, she ain't hearing no plea. Just clutching that old school panic like it's victory. Fortune cookies, watch out. Tennessee, stand down.
Mine is way better than theirs.
Oh, God, by a long shot.
If you guys would like to contact me, I'll maybe help you guys out with some satirical hilarity.
Wow.
I mean, how good was that, guys?
You just put that together right here.
Just put that together right here. Right now. Just did that.
So how many more are you going to make? One for Rose and one
I got
for
one
Monty?
for Rose, and I'm going to have one for Monty.
Okay.
Everybody's got to have one. And then when we interview Jerry, we'll do one before she comes in, and then we'll play it for her.
Yeah, that'd be
because I bet she'll laugh at it. So there you guys go. There you go. God, fortune cookies, watch out.
Are you going to post it on your socials?
Yeah, I'm going to put all this on the socials. You guys will enjoy this. In
At
fact,
Chad Benson's show.
We'll try to do the cartoon. We'll try to do a cartoon of it.
That'd be free.
So that way she can get mad at
This is going
us.
to be so much fun.
I can't wait. I cannot wait. See, our fortune. Everybody's going, fortune cookies, watch out.
That's a hook, man. That's a real
That is a
legit
hook. We're banging it right there. You know what I'm saying? With the political pundits of lots of fundants. Big Ken. Belly Belson. Oh, fortune cookies, watch out. Oh, goodness me. It's nice to have fun like this, isn't it?
It actually
We
is,
take
very much
something
so.
serious and we make it hilarious. That's what we do here, kids.
There's a
That's what we
lot.
do.
There's plenty of serious going around.
I know, man. There's
Remember, she talks to Tennesseans every day.
Yeah.
She doesn't listen, but she does talk
As
to them.
long as they're not gay.
Right. Or a frog.
Or a frog.
Or both.
That's right. A gay frog. Oh, did you see, what's his name? Alex Jones said that we should 25th Amendment on Trump.
Alex Jones
Yeah.
did?
Yeah. He's got to do it. 25th Amendment right now on Trump. And I'll tell you why. Not just the gay frogs, but he's getting ready to put boots on the ground. And I'm telling you guys this right now. Not only is it boots on the ground, a draft. It's going to be a draft. There's going to be a draft. It's going to happen. I got it on good authority. It's going to be a draft.
That's the same thing they said when they selective service started requiring the people to register again.
Yeah. Well, he thinks that they're getting ready to invade. We're not going to invade. I would hope we don't invade.
Lord have mercy.
Oh, my God. So, Chad, is your Marsha song AI? Maybe. Or maybe it's Belly Bell. It's Big Ken D. What's up, Ken Dog?
Got your fortune cookie right here.
Oh, so... that whole thing was just fantastic. We'll play more of that later. I've got,
What AI do you use for that?
You can use any of them. Sono. It's not about...
Is Sono pretty intuitive?
Yeah, it is. You have to learn how to craft. The hardest thing to do, and we've talked about this, is with AI, you've got to understand how to prompt stuff correctly or it becomes a giant mess. And it doesn't matter because you can go 1,000 times. Learning how to prompt, but you also, like I've done these before where you can come up with your own lyrics, right? So we can write a song, like Here Comes Marsha, she's not, and we just come up and then I could put it in there and we could craft around it. That's how that guy got that song, that Puerto Rico song that he did for fun. First time in Puerto Rico, like that. And he writes his own little songs, but they become massive hits using Sonu or any of these other things. It's just so much easier. So, and I tell you what, here we go. You guys make me miss Michael, and he was a nut that I could not stand. You guys should know better, and you don't. Be more like Chris Hand. No.
Yeah, I'll pass. I think I'll be like myself.
I love Chris, but no, I'm me. That's okay.
Huge fan of individualism.
Oh, don't forget to add this January 6th flip-flop. Ooh, well, yeah, forgot all about that. We can only add so much. But it's, so I can craft it in any way, and I'm fortunate because I've worked in it a lot, so, a lot of people go, but I mean, I can go in and tinker with some of the stuff, but for this, we just put it in quick. I wrote the first one, and then I said, okay, add this, take this out, and just like you do with any of the prompts, and it'll do it. I could make it sound like, 50s music. What kind of music should we do so Monty, we should probably do country music, yeah?
Sure.
Yeah, country music sound good.
What about John Rose?
Heavy metal.
Creed? We could do Creed.
Nickelback.
Did you like the Nickelback?
Yeah.
It was the different.
Stuff.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
It is good stuff. That is good stuff. That Nickelback. Last night we get a text, and I just kept saying it's Creed, baby. It's all about Creed. All about Creed. Well, I just heard the news today. Seems my life is going arms wide open. Oh. The guy that does it in Spanish is awesome. I love that. But that's it. Let's see if Marsha reacts to that. Like I said, we're going to do an interview with her.
One way or the other.
Yeah, it's happening. She don't know it, but it's happening. So we've interviewed John. We're going to interview Jerry. We've interviewed Ditch. We've interviewed Monty. And Marsha is next. Either way, it's happening.
Well, Jerry might be next, but she's happening at some point.
And so, yeah, she's going to, at some point, we're going to, and I think she'll probably be the person that is going to be coming out of the Democratic side. And we'll see, if you watch, and you and I talked about this yesterday, if you listen to what she says, and you didn't know there was a D by her name, she doesn't sound like a Democrat. I mean, that's a big, you've got to listen to it, but she doesn't. And so we'll see, do I think she can win? No, I think we have too many people that are they vote straight down the line. That's all they vote for. They're straight down the line. They don't care what the other person, they don't care if that person's going to ruin their life, go against, their business or any of that stuff. It's just straight down the line. That's it. Ken, what's our weather like outside? Is it gorgeous today? I was thinking about hitting some golf balls. Did we lose Ken?
Monday was perfect, because it's just Monday.
Yes. God, dude, I can't wait for Monday. I was practicing last night.
So the rest of this week, boys, talking about today, we might hit 91 degrees for the high today, but we're struggling to get to 91. We're getting closer. We're 86 degrees right now.
Yeah.
94 the high tomorrow, But then upper 80s over the weekend. We got a chance Saturday, a pretty good chance for some thunder showers, 80 to 90% chance. Then Sunday, a medium chance for showers and thunderstorms, pretty much through the middle of next week. So it looks like it'll be raining somewhere some of the time every day starting Saturday through the middle of next week. But highs, the hottest it's going to get will be 92 degrees on Wednesday. So that beats, 99 degrees and heat indices around 110.
Yeah. But you know what? And you know this better than anybody can. 105 on a Monday is better than a 77 on a Friday. Because it's Monday.
Absolutely.
Because it's Monday.
I just realized we're only 4.5 days away from Monday. I haven't even practiced yet.
No. Now, you're going to get in your car and drive in tonight?
Yeah, I believe so. I think I'm going to get home tonight and turn right back around. Come back up here.
Oh, I used to do that when I'd have to go pick up artists. And especially inside of Dallas, I would always go and drive the route the night before so I didn't get lost and have to keep waiting.
I'm going to practice alternate routes.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So, you know what? I never even thought of that.
Just in case.
Because I've got alternate routes planned out, because you got to, plan just in case I'm followed when I leave my building. Or maybe what if there's a traffic jam at the, coming from my direction in the roundabout.
Right.
And I want to make sure I get in there.
Absolutely.
God, I couldn't even imagine. Because that roundabout is crazy. Especially this time of year.
I think I freaked somebody out last night on the roundabout because I am of the opinion that you just keep going. And this car was coming, and I guess they thought I was going to stop, and I did not. They slammed on their brakes. They weren't even going to hit me. But I looked behind me, and they slammed on their brakes, and they almost got hit from the person behind them.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, when I went home yesterday, the person in front of me was from Florida, so that says a lot, but terrified of the roundabout. I almost said, you know what, I'm just going to go and try to go around them, because even when a car would go straight and it was their turn to go,
yes.
They wouldn't.
No.
They wouldn't. I'm like, what are you doing? And it wasn't until one of those giant buses came and then was turning and had to make that huge right. It wasn't until then that they went.
There's a tour bus?
Yeah.
One of those big drunk buses.
Yeah, one of the big ones. Not the drag bus. That's only on Fridays and
Saturdays.
Saturdays.
Like an artist tour.
The drag bus is hilarious.
I've only seen the drag bus one time, but man, those people were having a good time.
They're having the best time.
What is it, full of drag queens?
Yeah, singing and everybody's just drunk and having fun. They're having the best time. You know what they're doing, actually? I'm lying. They're reading to children.
Feeding them alcohol.
Feeding them
grooming
alcohol.
them.
Totally. Coming up, Shark Week. We got some Shark Week. And, yeah, that whole thing with that kid being rescued, that's brought a lot of people going, it must be cool to be a lifeguard. Let me tell you something about being a lifeguard in Southern California. That's the hardest job to get.
I bet.
Is to be a lifeguard.
Well, yeah, because everybody wants to be on TV.
Yeah, everybody wants to be Baywatch. But there's a reason it's the hardest job to get. And we'll have some fun with that. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7. The Wellness Institute of Nashville. Dr. Mitchell, our guy. He's my doctor. He should be your doctor. So when you go to the wellness, a lot of people go to the wellness. First of all, you want to be well. But secondly, a lot of people go there because they're at wit's end, right? They've got issues. Their sciatic is so bad. We're not talking about little things. We're talking people have spinal issues and they've got slip discs, things of that nature. You go there. His thing, no surgery, no injections, no painkillers. Let's get you up and moving. And they've got an epic spinal special going on right now, $33 off every single visit. So you're going to go in there. They've got the Hydrowave machine that's amazing. Dr. Mitchell is incredible. And then you start thinking of what else they have. How about the futuristic Medical Bay 1? It's got these amazing lights, right? So they're near infrared lights. It's incredible, as well as future, they're very futuristic in the way when you go in there, it feels like you're in a spaceship. It's going to massage your body as well. And then it also adds stem cell stimulation for tissue regeneration It is awesome. So when you're at wit's end, don't be. Go see Dr. Mitchell. $33 off each visit right now. Tell them I sent you 615-246-5009, 246-5009, or painisbad.com, painisbad.com for the Wellness Institute of Nashville. All right, guys. Board Capital. I want you to get a free portfolio review, a second opinion. AI, is it overpriced? Is there going to be some pops coming up soon? Could see this thing turn around, drop 10, 15%? Possibilities there. Are you prepared for it? What about the geopolitical issues, the ramifications that come for that? Are you prepared for it? What about opportunities globally? Have you looked? Do you even know what's going on? That's why I want you to talk to my friends at Board Capital. Totally free. It's called a Know Your Risk Portfolio Review. All you have to do is sign up for today. They're going to show you what they're about. Know Your Risk, right? Like that podcast.com, you go there. But they're going to show you risk management, number one thing. Volatility. They want to squash that down as much as possible. They want to protect you from the crazy volatility going up and build you something that is going to get you what you want when it comes to your investments and retirement. Sign up for today. Absolutely free. Go to knowyourriskpodcast.com, KNOW, riskpodcast.com for Board Capital Management.
Drivers, I don't know what to tell you. If you are westbound 24 or northbound 65 trying to get out of Nashville, it is just a parking lot, both interstates. We still have westbound 24 shut down for that fatal crash investigation in Whites Creek. And looking at northbound 65 trying to get through the construction there at Goodlettsville, it's backed up almost to Briley Parkway now, northbound 65 from Goodlettsville. Just a lot of traffic heading north out of Nashville right now. Downtown Split, we got a crash. It's blocking the left lane, 40 westbound there at exit 211. And President Trump hinting at larger strikes against Iran. We'll see. That's coming up at 2 on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
When in doubt, do the same thing over and over again, then find out what changed. Probably not a lot. That's what I'm thinking, because you've already bombed a lot of stuff, and that hasn't changed anything, so we'll see. Hopefully no boots on the ground. God willing, no boots on the ground. Tonight, another exciting night, Shark Week. Tonight is what shark attacked? I'll give you guys a hint. It's a bull shark, it's a tiger shark, or it is a great white. Every once in a while, it might be a black tip.
Or a megalodon.
Or a megalodon. How to train a great white, which, okay, yeah, if that's your jam, do it. And then the ultimate shark dive. So we've got a few more days left of this. And that kid, that 16-year-old in Santa Cruz who saved that 10-year-old, first of all, where was Mom? Secondly, the becoming a lifeguard is the coolest thing. And the money, so you start out at $100,000 to $150,000. Then you get...
You start?
Yeah.
At that?
Yeah. When you work for the county.
Wow.
But you think, okay, what are you going to do? On any given day in a 72-mile period place from parts of Southern California up to the Central Coast, they save 500 to 1,000 people a day because it is that crazy.
Weird.
And on any given day up and down the coast, there'll be some 30,000, hey, before you go in the water, don't do this. Because there's a lot of that, especially with rip currents. But when you become a captain or a chief, you're going to make $300,000 to $500,000 a year being a lifeguard.
Man.
So Hasselhoff was making $300,000.
Oh, he's making $500 easy.
Wow,
it's good money, baby. And it's a shorts and t-shirts, and now they give you the little, and you got drones. Oh yeah, it's awesome. You got the whole thing going.
You have to buy your own sunscreen.
Yeah, probably. Well, because you know why? It's sunscreen's so personal. Some people want to wear Bullfrog. Other people want to wear the Cocoa.
Yeah, some people want FPS or SPF 30, and then others need 90. And
So it's a very personal thing. But you know what? You're making 150 with full bennies. And by the way, when you retire, what do you get? I think you get like 85% of your last 2 years' salary. So if you're making $30,000 a year, you're going to get like $22,000. I mean, $30,000 a month, you're making like $22,000 a month. Man. That's why it's hard to become a lifeguard.
That's why California is so in debt.
That is why California is so in debt. Although you don't realize like how hard, like that is not the lifeguard at the pool with the whistle. That's all we're saying. Coming up, hour number 3 of the program, Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7.
$2:00 on the dot. I'm Ken Weaver with your top stories. Again, drivers, it is a big delay if you are westbound 24 because it is shut down there at Whites Creek, north of downtown, for a fatal crash investigation. It is not much better going northbound 65 to get through the construction there at Goodlettsville. It's backed up almost to Briley Parkway. Full forecast coming up in 5 minutes. Iran war update. ABC's Karen Travers says President Trump's been hinting at larger strikes recently.
The big question now is whether the president escalates these strikes and goes to that option he was said to be considering last week of something bigger, something more like the early days of the war in late February and early March. The president ultimately decided not to do that because they wanted to see if there was a chance for diplomacy to take hold and actually move forward, and also consider concerns about the depleted munition stockpiles.
Commerce Department reports the U.S. economy grew at a slower pace during the second quarter. Gross domestic product increased at an annual rate of 1.5%, falling short of expectations. Strong consumer spending and continued investment in artificial intelligence helped offset some of the impact from higher energy prices. Economists say the latest inflation data could allow the Fed to stay patient on future rate decisions. And parts of the Northeast still cleaning up and recovering after getting hit with another round of severe storms. In New Jersey, a 10-year-old boy may have died while saving his 11-year-old sister after they were swept away. Divers recovered the boy's body last night. Crews still looking for a 10-year-old girl, a friend of the siblings. Here's the mayor, Hector Lara.
When I was speaking to his sister, 11-year-old older sister, she described the situation as they were all in the water. He had put his hand on her head trying to get up above the water, and he may have inadvertently saved her life, or without even knowing, obviously. When he pushed her down, she described that underwater she felt rocks. When she came up, she couldn't see him, but she used the rocks to get back up.
A hike in Montana turned into a treacherous trek when David Cifaldi, nearing in on the summit of the state's highest peak earlier this month, tripped, fell, and ended up impaling himself with a steel-tipped trekking pole. Went into his side below his left arm and ended up sticking out his back. Cifaldi, who is a nurse, says he was able to do a self-assessment, realized there was little pain or blood and that the pole wasn't moving, and he says he thought about the cost of being rescued.
Search and rescue coming to help you is free. The flight's not. And so that was obviously a factor in me deciding to self-rescue.
So Cifaldi and the rest of his party hiked back down the mountain. The 10-mile hike to the area where they parked a car took about 6 hours. He ended up being driven to the hospital where he works. That's the latest news. Weather's next. I'm Ken Weaver, WTN News.
I'm going to tell you guys why I love Monty, though. because last hour we were talking about Monty Fritz and how he's the most down-earth guy. He just texted me. He says, Chad, I prefer a little Leonard Skinner type music when you're going to do a song about me. I said, Monty, you got it, brother. You got it. You got it. That's why, that's why right there. That's why. We may differ, but you know what? Love the guy, and I think he's absolutely the most genuine of all of them. What are you eating, pal?
Twix.
Notice how he didn't ask us if we wanted a Twix. You guys notice that? I don't know if you guys.
Would you like a Twix?
It's too late now. Okay.
Well, if you change your mind,
you never think of me.
The kitchen's right over there.
I was going to invite you this weekend to go see the old Spider-Man with me.
You already did.
So, but that's why we love Monty, right? Again, we may have our differences politically, but as far as I think he's a salt earth guy, I think he's a good dude. I think everything he talks about, he believes 100%. We may disagree politically, and that's what he's looking for. And he understands that, some people aren't going to like his stances on certain things. And we bring this up because we did a song. So Marsh is very upset because the song came out that is not as catchy as the one that we produced. And it goes a little something like this. This is not ours because ours is way better.
Our pain-killing pills wouldn't sell, so we paid Senator Marsha Blackburn to pass our bill.
If you're having trouble passing bad legislation, try Senator Marsha. Side effects of paying Marsha include an opioid crisis, over 20,000 overdose deaths in Tennessee, billions for Big Pharma, millions for Senator Blackburn.
Marsha Blackburn's the queen pharma mama who's ready to sell.
Call Senator Marsha Blackburn and tell her to stop selling out Tennessee.
So that was that one, and then they said, she wants to sue. Well, if she thinks that's bad. Here's the one we produced earlier. This is a new one with a smidge of a little different twist on it. If you guys are ready for it, let's get to the Boogie Woogie Woogie.
Marsha in the Capitol, boots on the floor. Talking big protection, got a plan and some more. Says the whole state's in danger from a paper tongue snack. A fortune cookie whispering, don't let your guard crack. She look at her cell phone like it stole the sun. Put that thing down, baby, this fun is done. Texting in the kitchen, she acting all tense, like a buzzing little rectangle's a national offense. She pointed the glow like it's some kind of curse, but the timing on the panic, it cannot be worse. She say, hold on tight, I know what to do. Then turn that worry face right back to Trump in the room. Fortune cookies, watch out! Tennessee, stand down. Fortune cookies, watch out! Marsha's coming to town. Cell phones bad, cell phones bad. Put them on the shelf. Cell phones bad, cell phones bad.
Here we go. That's how we roll, kids.
Needs more of the fortune cookie part. I just love that.
I do. It's a good one. It's
Yeah,
a good
it
one.
really is.
Make it edit it up, make it like a 30-second thing, but just put that out there. That's how we roll. And we did that inside of a commercial break because we are fun and full of frivolity. Just let you guys know that. Cell phone. Fortune cookie bad. Watch out, watch out. What? Let's hear more.
You ain't an eat this, but she ain't reading messages. She ain't hearing no plea, just clutching that old school panic like it's victory. Fortune cookies, watch out! Tennessee, stand down.
It's so nice, isn't it?
Fortune cookies,
watch out.
So that is so funny. I can't wait. Remember, if you're going to send a cease and desist, that would be to Cumulus in care of Belkay.
In care of
Esquire, for you guys don't know.
I am not a lawyer. I just pretend I am.
That's fine. That's with your deep voice. Dude, first of all, with that deep voice, you'll be able to shatter anything they throw at us.
Nah.
What's going on, everybody?
Gotta be on the right side of the law.
Oh, of course you do. That's what he says. By the way, Ken, several people are asking, do we have any alternative routes for the horrific accident?
Yeah, and every one of them are backed up.
Okay. How about a flying car? Is there a flying car that you have?
Yeah, a flying car. I mean, if it looks like to me what's happening is for westbound 24, you're being diverted off to Old Hickory Boulevard if you want to continue north. And then you can it looks like folks are able to get back on 24 at Jolton. Other people are just choosing to just continue on Clarksville Pike. And you're going to be running into backups if you do that as well.
And now we're heading to the busy time of the day.
We're getting to the busy time of the day, and this thing's really going to start backing up. And as far as 65 northbound goes, I'm not really sure what the holdup is other than just volume trying to get through the construction up there around Goodlettsville. But, yeah, man, that thing is backed up almost all the way to Briley Parkway at times.
Gosh.
65 northbound's really slow right there at Old Hickory Boulevard. Then you get a little bit of a break before you get into the backup again before you, get up to Goodlettsville. So the alternate route there would be to maybe take 41, but which is Dickerson Pike. But once you get to Goodlettsville on 41, man, you are in another major backup. And then it's bumper to bumper, brake tapping all the way up to Millersville on 65 southbound. But I should say southbound 65 is bumper to bumper, brake tapping starting at Millersville all the way down to Goodlettsville. And then once you get to Goodlettsville, that clears up going southbound on 65.
Man. What a nightmare.
But yeah, all of your alternates like Gallatin Pike North, then 41, which is Dickerson Pike, they're going to be backed up as well if you're trying to get around the slowdown on 65. And the same goes for the westbound 24 closure there at White's Creek.
It feels like it's going to be one of those days on the freeways, the motorways, highways, and byways.
Yeah, Brother Jay Harper's going to be real busy in traffic this afternoon.
Oh, goodness me. What a night. And so we have a fatality.
Yeah,
and
those
three big rigs. Three big rigs, right?
Yeah, 3 big rigs. One of them overturned, and there's at least one fatality involved with that. And that is why this is taking so long. Right now, it says it's just a 6-minute delay getting through there, but I don't know, man.
It's a 2-hour delay to get to the 6-minute delay.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm feeling like it is. So be prepared out there if you're going somewhere. And, you got looky-loos, you got everything happening, and it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. They're going to move everything over to the 24. So, and then take the car that fly that up. There's a car apparently that's supposed to be in production later this year and debut next year that is going to fly. And I don't know about
in this country?
Yeah, they're going to start testing it in this country.
China's already got them going.
Yeah, but again, I don't know. No, just why? It seems like a great idea till you realize, think about all the people.
Another great way to be in a bubble. Not only do I not have anybody in the car with me, but I can't see anybody on my left or right.
Except for one thing, if everybody has them, then what?
And they need to be on a different level. They need to be below me or above me. Don't look at my flying car.
Yeah. See, God, Bell, he is so antisocial. How are we going to go to the movies with you being this antisocial?
Well, it'll be Sunday, so they'll be pretty much empty.
No, not.
Plus, I'll make sure the 5 rows in front of us and the 5 rows behind us are empty.
Yes. Let's see. Oh, here somebody said their alternative route is best for this today is to stay home.
Yeah,
I think that's it.
That's not true.
You know what? Have you ever?
I've been smartest.
I have been in traffic jams that are so bad where I'm like, you know what? We're just going to pull off and go eat. There's a restaurant. We're going to go sit down and eat. And I've seen a movie where it's like, this is going to be horrific. Let's just go see a movie. And this is one of those things where if you don't have to be somewhere, or if you want to have an affair or whatever, now's the time. The Jetsons. No. The Jetsons. It can't be. I mean, it just, because I don't trust people driving. How am I going to trust people in the air flying? I mean, think about that for a second. Do you trust the person that they decide to give a U-Haul to that they shouldn't be driving?
Have you ever seen an accident happen?
An accident happen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, think about being in a flying car and watching an accident happen and that car just starting to just spiral down into
and land on people. That's the other side of it. Where are you going to put it? I mean, where are you going to, where are you going to put? Because You're not going to get rid of the roads, and we're not. So we've got the air. That's fine. But where are you going to put everybody? Because people are going to crash, and now they're going to land on houses. That's not good either. Nope. Jason says the news too said the exit around 99 because they found a truck's driver is dead in his truck at that exit. So if
that was another thing.
God, how many of these?
That was police found someone dead in a truck on the side of the road. So police were out there investigating that, and that caused a slowdown.
Yeah, it's all happening today.
It's all north of downtown. If you got to get north of downtown Nashville, just pack your patience.
Pack your patience and a bag.
Both 24 and 65 are gummed up.
When's 24 not a mess?
Well, 24 usually going westbound out of downtown. I mean, you get a couple of slowdowns. You get some brake tapping, right there before Jolton. And then, again, the closer you get to Clarksville, but nothing like you get on the way down to Murfreesboro.
No.
But today, it looks like it's going to be very Murfreesboro-ish.
So if you're going to be somewhere at, if you think you're going to be, I got to be here in an hour, you better think 2.
Yeah, so that 65 north, that body, News 2 says authorities are investigating because a body was found there in a vehicle parked along the shoulder of 65 north this morning. Just before 10 o'clock this morning. They went to do a welfare check. Apparently that truck maybe had been there for a while.
Oh.
Somebody thought, we better go look at that. It's right there by Trinity Lane.
Wonder if somebody living in it?
Either that or maybe they had a health emergency.
Oh, that's
heart attack,
horrible.
something like that.
That's horrible. Or maybe it could be foul play. You don't know. Unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. A lot of stuff still to get to. We'll talk a little bit about Iran. Maybe, maybe not. We're putting together songs, of course, for all of the governors, contestants, as I'm calling them. They're not campaigning because they're not here, right? You're contestants now, as far as we're concerned. You're a contestant. So Monty just texted. God bless Monty. And what did he say? Chad, I prefer Leonard Skinner. So we're going to have a little bit of that. And then we're still trying to figure out John Rose's music. You went hard metal, but I don't know.
I didn't say hard metal.
You did. You said go hardcore.
I said heavy metal.
Thrash metal.
I never said that.
You did. You said I want it thrashy as it gets.
Just stop it. Fortune cookie, watch out.
Such a great song. Such a great song. Oh, Lord, that is the best song. We got some other stuff to talk about as well today. Yeah, that's kind of, and of course, we might talk about, the nuclear. Are we going to go nuclear here? Because we're bidding to go nuclear. And by that, I mean have a whole campus that could be worth how much? How many billions? $25, $50 billion to the state? 25,000 jobs? Maybe. Everybody always says there's a lot of jobs with stuff. But still, that'd be kind of interesting. Chad Bencho, Super Talk 997. Incogni is awesome. Your data, how important is it to you? Because if it's not important, just keep doing what you're doing because those spam calls and text and the phishing emails and all that stuff you get, just let it be, right? All that marketing stuff that comes at you. But if it's important to you to protect your privacy, then you're going to want to go with Incogni. Who are Incogni? They are the data broker crushers. They're going to go get your info back from the data brokers. They're going to make sure that info stops going out to them, whoever they sell it to. That's why they're amazing. And they do it because they know what they're doing. If you go to one data broker and you try to get off their list, you got to say, take them off the list. You know how hard it is? They make it virtually impossible. So you get frustrated and you go away. Incogni knows what they're doing and they do it better than anybody else. For a little $7 a month, you can take back your data. And if they can't find your info, they can't scam you, which is amazing. So try Incogni right now. Save 60%. INCOGNI. Incogni.com/Benson. When you use that code Benson, you save 60% right there. Take your data back. That information is yours. Protect it from now on and do it with Incogni. Incogni.com/Benson.
All right, drivers, we've got another problem on 24 westbound, and it's before the interstate is shut down. This one is at Talbot's Corner. It is a crash. It's blocking the right 2 lanes at 24 westbound between 65 and Briley Parkway North. Then in Whites Creek, 24 westbound is completely shut down between Old Hickory Boulevard and Whites Creek Pike for that fatal crash investigation involving the 3 tractor trailers. Downtown Split, we've got a crash. Left lane block, 40 westbound at 24. Then in Goodlettsville, this explains a little bit of the slowdown there northbound 65. We've got a stalled vehicle blocking the left lane, 65 northbound at Long Hollow Pike. So all that traffic going on, and in Georgia, the father of a school shooter has just learned his fate. That's coming up at 2:30 on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
Was that Colt Gray's dad?
Yep.
Okay, man. He got life without parole.
Yep.
Colt Gray. So, man, that was a horrible thing. And Dad, I'm sorry, man. Dude, you deserve it. You knew he was nuts. You knew he wanted to do horrible things, and you placated him. You gave him a damn gun. How insane was that? John Rose, getting a lot of John Rose, a lot of reggae for John Rose because of the whole weed thing. That might be something we go.
Oh, that could be.
I like that one. I like that. Some people are saying Frank Sinatra for Rose. No, I like the reggae. He may be smooth jazz.
You started out you set the bar too high right at the beginning. Nothing is going to top Fortune Cookie. Watch out.
I don't know, man. You know me, man. And I've got some commercials. I didn't finish them today that I was doing, some of the hilarious commercials that they all talk about.
Are they fake ones or real?
Yeah, they're fake ones.
Oh, okay.
Of course they're fake ones. Well, I mean, they could be real. All of them could be real. That's the scary part. Has anybody ever been swayed
by one of these ads?
By one of these ads?
No, it's like, I used to say back in the old radio days when I was in music that nobody ever added a record because they saw an ad in a trade magazine.
Yeah.
But they would advertise all the time. The point was just to keep the name in front of you.
And that's what it is.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I've never been swayed by any of these. Right? I mean,
if you're undecided and you're constantly hearing ads, there's probably a decent impact that it has on you in terms of that I'm going to vote for the familiar name. Well, what's the familiar name?
Well, yeah, you might as well. You'd be better coming on going, Monty Fritz, Monty Fritz, Monty Fritz, vote Monty, vote Monty, vote Monty, vote Monty, vote Monty, vote Monty, because at least the name's out there.
They keep using these stupid consulting firms, though, that tell them, your ad needs to sound like it's 1972 and somebody just decided to vote against the EPA. Whatever.
And by the way, Ken, there's a guy that's doing the same thing as that guy in Texas.
Yeah.
Where he's joking about, like, Oklahoma. Like, I love Trump. I love Trump more than Trump. Trumpity Trump, Trump, Trump. I'm endorsed by Ted Nugent and Mayo. And it's that they're all, but yeah, I've never been swayed by any of those things, and I don't know. It's all about name recognition, so I would just be, the best thing to do is just do the opposite. Look, I'm gonna actually do the right thing, and I'm not here for any of that. Don't vote for me because you're not. Vote for the person that's going to give you all the things you want, and then when they don't, continue to believe them because you're stupid.
Exactly.
This is probably the best thing to do.
If there was ever an ad that was actually honest and forthright, people wouldn't know how to react to it.
Oh, I'll do one of those tonight too.
Okay.
I'm doing a lot of these things, guys. But I think John Rose, we'll do John Rose tomorrow. We'll do Monty on Monday. We'll do Monty Monday.
It's going to be in the vein of Leonard Skinner.
Yeah, we're going to have a little bit of that Southern rock in there for him. So that's good, right? Because, hey, you know what? We aim to please. But tomorrow, it's going to be John Rose, and people like every rose has thorn. No, we're going to do the reggae because I think that fits perfect because he feels very reggae. When I meet him, I think, God, that guy, you feel like you were born in Jamaica.
And we'll invite him in and we'll burn one while we play for him.
Our band. Yeah. Oh, man, like Inner Circle. Bad boys, what you gonna do? I watch some of those, I get stuck watching those dramas, those little mini dramas. There are some of them where, like, I look and I go, that's Henry Cavill. You're using Henry Cavill's face.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. There was one the other day. I sent it to my uncle. I said, dude, that's Bruce Willis. And he's like, it is. And I'm like, oh my God, they're not even pretending.
I get sometimes you think the prompt must have been make it look like Liam Neeson. And then other times it's make it look sort of like Liam Neeson. No, these guys are going, make it look exactly like Liam Neeson.
Yeah, give him the Irish accent and everything. By the way, I saw Cold Storage the other night, which is a Liam Neeson movie. It's a new one that's out about zombies. It was funny. It was really funny.
Was it supposed to be?
Yeah, it was. It was a humor. It was kind of it was funny. You would enjoy it. Do you know what else I'm stoked about, Ken? And you saw Obsession, right, Ken?
Yes, I did.
You know, everybody's talking about she's right now ranked third as far as betting odds to get an Oscar nomination. If you're in the top 10, you're probably going to get one of those. Finally, though, because I kept telling everybody, as great as she is, the guy who played her boyfriend is awesome. He just landed a massive deal. He's going to star in the new Mummy with Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz. So, because that guy
play like their kid or something,
or like I don't know, maybe. But he did such a great part in that movie. But all anybody ever talks about in Obsession is her, who was crazy. I think she is going to get an Oscar nomination for that movie. God, that movie is so good. It's so good. Coming up, that's going to be your text messages. And I want you guys to start thinking about what should be in John Rose's song that we're going to do. So when we get a cease and desist, I can point out that your numbers so they can send it to everybody. We're kidding. We're not going to get any of those, guys. We're not. Okay? We're not. We're having fun. It's parody. Parody, we're allowed to do. Because if not, this is a horrible place to live. If we're not allowed to have parody and fun with people, it's a bad place to live. We need to go. That's Soviet Union.
Orange cookie, watch out.
Yeah, we'll play a little bit more of that. Because we know you love that part, baby. You know you love that part. Chad Ben Show, Super Talk 99.7.
I'm Ken Weaver with your top stories. Got the full forecast coming up in 5 minutes. Right now, that deadly crash investigation has 24 westbound shut down in Whites Creek. 3 semis collided, one of them overturned, and at least one person was killed. Traffic's being diverted at exit 40, causing backups for several miles. Investigators expect to reopen it in about 89 minutes, 4 o'clock. Metro Police investigating after a body was found inside a truck along I-65 north this morning. Officers called to the area near Trinity Lane just before 10 for a welfare check. When they arrived, they discovered a deceased person inside the vehicle, parked on the shoulder. Northbound entrance ramp and right shoulder were closed as the investigation continued. Right now in Goodlettsville, we've got a backup because there's a stalled vehicle blocking the left lane, 65 northbound at Long Hollow Pike. And then at the downtown split, the left lane is blocked going westbound there at exit 211. In Georgia, Colin Gray, the father who gave his son Colt the gun that was used in a deadly shooting in 2024 at Appalachia High School, was sentenced to 15 years in prison this morning. Here's Judge Nicholas Prim before he handed down the sentence.
You did not provide a stable household. You did not have things in check with Marcy's issues and what the kids were being exposed to.
2 teachers and 2 students were killed in that shooting. U.S. and Iran shooting at each other. Retired Colonel Seth Crumrich telling ABC News this war's widened to more countries and proxy groups in the region.
There hasn't been this much global conflict with these number of countries since World War II. And I think people need to step back and take a look at how big of a global conflict that we're currently in right now.
Meanwhile, rising gasoline prices linked to disruptions in the Middle East have strained household budgets, but consumers kept spending, helping prevent a sharper economic slowdown in June. New government figures show the U.S. economy expanded at a 1.5% annual rate in the second quarter. That's down from 2.1% growth in the first quarter. That's the latest news. Weather's next. I'm Ken Weaver, WTN News.
Beacon, I mean, Busy Bee is amazing. I'm looking at Busy Bee here, and I was thinking about how awesome they are. Brock and everybody over there, they do the best job. And I'm telling you guys, and we talk about, like, I talk to Beacon a lot. They're just great guys. And right now they're doing some for the people, for kids. We know how hard it is for teachers, for parents right now struggling to get everything ready for school. Everybody's short on supplies. If you have a chance and you want to deliver some supplies to Busy Bee, they would love that. Let me tell you something, Busy Bee would love that. You cruise on over to Busy Bee, you drop off anything, papers, pencils, any of that stuff. They're going to give you a $50 off coupon when you do any service to them, right there, just for doing that. So you could buy $10 worth of pencils, you can get $50 off. And I love that they do this stuff. They're so involved in the community, and they're so amazing. And that's what I love about what it is that they do. So if you would like to help, they're accepting donations right now at their home, if you will, 40 Burton Hills Road right there. You just cruise by, drop it off, boom, thank you so much. Or if you can't make it now, Saturday and Sunday this week, 10 a.m. to noon, Mount Juliet Chamber of Commerce. You go there. They're going to have the bee buggy and everything. You can drop stuff off there and get that $50 coupon. But that's what I love about what Busy Bee does. They're amazing. If you got any plumbing, HVAC needs, 615-775-7833 or online at busybehvac.com today.
Times are tough. Absolutely, I agree. Now, if you need a new truck or a minivan, maybe an SUV, Mid-10 Ford, they can help you out with great selection, terrific pricing as well. Mid-10 Ford, they've been around for 56 years, since 1969, helping people get the vehicle that is right for them. They can help you save $1,000 or more on select Ford trucks. They also offer special financing as well if you need it. Now, Mid-10 Ford, I like to say that they're a one-stop shop. You can buy your vehicle there at Mid-10 Ford. You can get it serviced. They have a body shop as well. So you want a brand new or a pre-owned vehicle, you can check out all of the great deals at their website, mid10fordtrucks.com. That's mid10fordtrucks.com. They offer low-pressure sales, maximum customer service if you show up at their business, 1319 Foster Avenue. This is a family-owned business going back 4 generations. So, yeah, they do know how to treat customers. So let them help you get into your next vehicle. Again, low-pressure sales, maximum customer service. Find them online, mid10fordtrucks.com. That's mid10fordtrucks.com. Let their family take care of your family.
Hey, this is Pastor Al, and join us on Super Talk 99.7, Sunday evenings from 7 to 8. We're going to look at the news from a biblical perspective.
Relief Factor. If you're sick and tired of being in pain, which is a lot of people, right? Especially get a little bit older, longer in the tooth, as they say, you need something that's going to help you fight that. Now, you want something that's not going to mask and make you feel like, oh, it feels a little bit better. You want something that's actually going to focus on that and work on it, and that is Relief Factor. Naturally formulated, it fights inflammation from the inside out. That's why it works, and it works so well. I take it every single day. I don't hurt. I'm able to do more than I, did several months ago, and it's just amazing what it can do for you. So if you're sick and tired of being in pain and think this is how I'm going to live my life, and inflammation is the issue, and you come home from work and you're just like, oh, good, I'm sore. Try Relief Factor and feel the difference. That's what I want you to do. Go right now to relieffactor.com, relieffactor.com. It's just $17.76 for a 3-week quick start. That's relieffactor.com, relieffactor.com, or call 800-4-RELIEF, 800-4-RELIEF for Relief Factor. You guys want to laugh?
Yes.
I came across
I want
this.
a fortune cookie.
This is better than a fortune cookie. I came across this, and I remember sitting at home on a Saturday night going, I want that.
Now you can be ninja with your very own ninja uniform. Practice the art of stealth and secrecy, or become invisible by blending into the shadows. This top quality uniform features a head wrap, hidden pocket for throwing stars, hand forearm sleeves, drawstring waist, and tie downs on the pants. To order, send $24.95 plus $3.50 shipping and handling to Century Martial Arts Supply, P.O. Box 10077, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma 73140. Please include your height for proper sizing. Rush orders call 1-800-331-1000.
Yeah, you know Oklahoma's known for ninjas.
They are. That's it. And I traveled the world a long time ago, and I was in Japan, and I said, where are the best ninjas? They're like, Oklahoma City.
Where's that ninja parade they have every year?
Modesto, California.
Is it?
Where people come out and they just stand there.
They just stand there. There's nothing in the street.
Because nobody could see them because it's so quick.
I love it how they had to mention that there's a pocket for your throwing stars.
Well, you never know. Remember when you were a kid? You're like, you know what? I'm going to the swap meet today. You know what I'm going to get? Ninja throwing stars.
Absolutely.
Because every boy needed to throw a ninja star.
Yes, sir.
You weren't a boy until you threw a ninja star. You weren't. That didn't even count.
Stick them right in trees.
Absolutely. Totally. And because you wanted to be a ninja.
Yeah. And you were actually hoping someday you could actually use them on a person.
That was a dream of yours. And every once in a while, maybe you tried to. But they didn't stick. And you're like, those ninjas, they trained for this. Right? You wanted nunchucks. Everybody wanted nunchucks. Right?
Yeah,
That's
I wanted nunchucks until I hit myself.
Yeah.
And I stopped.
Yeah, well, you got to, right? Because you know at that point in time.
That hurt.
That's some stuff right there.
That took me down, man.
You don't want to get. I had nunchucks, but I had the ones with the foam on it.
Oh, okay.
Because my mom knew, but those things were still hard.
Oh yeah.
But my mom knew that I was going to hurt myself and probably somebody else, and she mostly worried that I was going to break something in the house. But she didn't care. I would go. What'd you and your friends do that? We rode over to the swap meet. What'd you get? Throwing stars? And she'd be like, well, don't throw them at a cat. There you go. That was it. Don't throw them at a cat. You know, I was watching, it was a Matt Walsh talking about, Gen X thinks they weren't raised. And it's not that we weren't raised. It was we weren't raised proper.
We had lots of freedom.
Yeah.
Lots of freedom.
An abundance of freedom. It's not that our parents didn't care. It was just they were doing their own thing.
Our generation was the first one that kind of grew up with
both parents
working.
Exactly.
And then we were the first generation that had no fault divorce. So divorces, before that, do you remember there was like one kid who maybe, their mom and dad got a divorce. Like you didn't talk about divorce. You never said the C word, cancer. Oh God, that was never talked about. And then
cancer.
Yeah. And then within a few years, everybody was divorced and both parents were working and it didn't matter. So, yeah, I mean, it was just, and he's like, well, they act like they weren't. No, we didn't. We had parents. They just lived a life that, they were both working or one of them wasn't around. And yeah, you took care of yourself in a lot. It wasn't that we raised ourselves in that way, but yeah, we were a lot more feral than everybody else.
We were, man. Dude, I would go get my BB gun and just walk right out of the house in a residential neighborhood, just shooting up in my neighbor's trees.
And nobody cared. Nobody cared. No, that was the beauty of nobody. The neighbor would go, hey, don't shoot the cat.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Better don't point it at my car either.
Yes. Oh God, yeah. Don't do that. Don't even think about that. We used to throw water balloons at cars that would go by. And people, they would give you a dirty look and keep driving. Nowadays, you might get shot.
Nowadays, they may kill you.
Yeah. That's always a possibility. It's sad but true. Sad but true. But we had a lot of freedom. That was just it. We had freedom, which is what I value in America, baby. Freedom. And Donald Trump. So I got some fun commercials to do tonight. Jeez, I'm going to be busy.
You're going to be busy, dude.
I know. It's my busy day. Thursdays are my like crazy busy day because
When are you going to have time to practice for Monday?
Tonight at midnight. We're a little bit closer. Been stretching for Mondays. My cat wakes me up anyways at 2 a.m. because he thinks he's a cowboy.
Yeah.
He thinks he's getting
Well,
ready
your
for
cat's used to you being up at that time anyway.
Man, he woke me up this morning. I was out like a light, and all of a sudden I felt this freezing cold nose, and I opened my eyes, and he's just staring at me. He's like, "Are you awake?" Because my food bowl's not empty, but it should be more fuller. That's what I'm saying.
You're clearly trying to starve me.
You didn't know that. Guys, just to let you know, yes, people keep asking, are we going to play Belle's favorite song again? We're going to have
Watch cookie, watch out.
Oh, the lead on this one is great. This is the Marsha Blackburn super spectacular hit song.
Marsha in the Capitol, boots on the floor. Talking big protection, got a plan and some more. Says the whole state's in danger from a paper tongue snack. A fortune cookie whispering, don't let your guard crack. She look at her cell phone like it stole the sun. Put that thing down, baby, this fun is done. Texting in the kitchen, she acting all tense. Like a buzzing little rectangles, a national offense. She pointed the glow like it's some kind of curse. But the timing on the panic, it cannot be worse. She say, hold on tight, I know what to do. Then turn that worry face right back to Trump in the room. Fortune cookies, watch out. Tennessee, stand down. Fortune cookies, watch out. Marsha's coming to town.
Oh, that's right.
Cell phones bad, cell phones bad. Put them on the shelf. Cell phones bad, cell phones bad. She don't trust herself. She got the Trump love loud like a halftime show. Every speech got a rally in the afterglow. Red hat energy in a Navy suit fit. Talking border, talking fear, talking sound bites quick. She'll save you from a snack with a folded up line from the tiny paper
Such a good
prophecy,
song.
the deep state sign. And if your phone lights up while you're eating fried rice, she'll declare that little screen a threat to the whole night. She say this is serious, I see the risk. While the fortune says relax, maybe call your aunt and eat this. But she ain't reading messages, she ain't hearing no plea, just clutching that old school panic like it's victory. Fortune cookies, watch out.
Little fortune cookies, watch out. Number one with a bullet.
Fortune cookies, watch out.
Oh,
Marsha's coming to town.
that is a good song right there.
The times we live in, dude. Do you remember how long it would take back in the day to put something like this together?
Oh, forever.
Weeks. Couple weeks.
And you guys, like, these kids don't even understand. I still know how to cut tape.
Oh, yeah.
Tape. You're like, what do you mean cut tape? Like, you mean like tape? No. Like reel to reel with my little chalk.
Yep.
Cut the tape with the razor blade. Get the other tape. Oh, my good. That took forever. You'd have to have several of these, and you'd have to hit them all at the right time. Mm-hmm. So it would play. Oh,
That's really a lost skill.
it is a lost skill. And that's why I think while they're better at the younger generation at understanding some of the technology, we're better at the art form of learning these kind of things because we had to. My first radio job, when we had to do a commercial, it was so hard because all we had was one of those like cart machines.
Yes.
We had tape, but not in the studio where you had to voice the commercial because it was not big enough. So you had the cart machine and you'd have to push play and record and then read the commercial. And it had to be in 60 seconds. Yep. And you couldn't mess up. And then you have to do it all over again.
Yep. We had to put a tone after ours at one radio station because it had a, now I forget what those machines were. But like it would fire off other commercials.
Oh, yes.
The tone would. And if you forgot to put the tone on it, you got to start all over
Talking
again.
about cart machines?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, you have to put those little...
I remember I used to have to put together our research tapes, and I discovered just through constantly doing it over and over again that a hook on a song usually comes in between... most of them will come in about 15 seconds in, and if they don't come in at 15, they come in at a minute 15.
And you had to just... So you had to do... Now, that was when you were doing research for
radio, on the music.
So did you send those out to people? What'd you do? Who'd you send those to?
Some of it was over the phone. Some of it was auditorium tests, things like that, where we would actually We had a company that would pull.
How'd you play it on the phone?
Just down the line, we had cart machines that were wired.
You just put the thing.
They were wired into the phone.
Oh, okay.
Smart.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was nuts.
I worked at one radio station. We had to record Paul Harvey's noon news and comment. We had to take a reel-to-reel machine back to the transmitter and hook it directly to the transmitter because we were recording something else in the control room, and we didn't at the time. We couldn't do two things at once.
Oh.
And you couldn't hear it. You just had to wait until the tone sounded and the needles moved.
That is
and then you start the reel.
That is hilarious. That is so. Things have gotten better nowadays.
A little bit
easier.
Hello, Americans. I'm Paul Harvey.
Oh, I like that. The farmer says, "Fortune cookie, watch out!"
I could probably do in a day what it would take me back then 2 weeks to do.
Sure.
In terms of editing and stuff like that.
Oh, when I first got into voiceovers, I was doing voiceovers. It used to go into, so if you had an audition, you'd have to go into your agent's office and they had a booth director and you're sitting there with probably 8 or 10 other people and you have to go in and read for the booth. Sometimes 5 or 6 people. And it was just, now it's like, just send it to me.
Send me a tape.
Send me a tape. It's crazy.
Well, it's not really taped. Shut up and send it.
Yeah. So we still call it tape as if there's tape.
We still call it tape.
Yeah. Because we're old school. We're a bunch of old. I was going to do the story today about the senior center, Ken.
Yeah.
That's they're up in arms about, like an eviction notice and the whole 9 yards.
Is that in Clarksville?
Yeah. And then I looked and it said 50 plus. And I said, I'm not doing that. 50 plus. You're counting that as a senior center? Whoa, no, you're not. Not in my watch, you're not. 50 plus. If you get
maybe there's some older hottie women in there.
No.
Could be.
No. There was nobody that you go, I would like to break her hip. There's none of that.
Oh, that's just terrible.
Oh, Chad. And on that note.
Shame.
Oh, my Lord. Marcia, watch out. Fortune cookies. Marcia, watch out. Remember, get your text in. Let us know. Tomorrow's going to be John Rose. We're going to do reggae music. What should we include in it? Let us know. We're going to wrap it up straight ahead. Chad Ben Show, Super Talk 997. Oh, baby, on this beautiful Thursday. We're just a few days away from Monday. We're pretty excited about that. Next week, a week from today, we're gonna be out at Hop Springs.
Yes.
Hopping along.
Yes. Have you been?
No,
I don't know that you've been.
No, I don't think I've been.
It's nice. It's a wonderful facility. It's good. It's really good.
Having fun.
Drinking, having a good time, big screen. We were out, I guess the last time we were there was the Joe Biden, that can't be right. Was it the Joe Biden, Donald Trump debate? I know we were there for that debate because 5 minutes in, I remember about 5 minutes into the debate, I turned to Cameron Smith, who was out, and I said, "What are we watching?" And he was like, "I don't know."
Yeah.
But it's bad.
It is bad. It was bad.
Yeah, so a week from
it was bad and sad.
And then we got a week out. People got a week to decide. Do you vote early?
And often, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I've never been an early voter. I don't know. I mean, it's not like I think there's going to be any shenanigans going on. I don't. Is
there a reason?
Just go on election day.
It's sometimes it gets a little late. It all depends on what you're voting for, how much you're voting for too. That's the other side of stuff. And sometimes it's just to drive by the day of and drop off.
Well, I mean, and I get it that if you want to try to avoid lines, if you're in a more populated area, but I just like the experience of voting on election day and getting up. And I don't mind standing as long as the line's not too long. I kind of like standing in line and talking to your neighbors, and talking to people that live around you, and not even talking politics, just getting to know folks.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just something to be said for that. But, if you've got lines, I mean, I get it. But, if I had a perfect world, I would give 72 hours to vote. I don't care what days you pick.
Yeah.
It's like a 72-hour period. Make it mandatory that your employer has to give you an opportunity to go and vote if you, work janky hours. And then, I don't like the idea of voting for 2 months.
No, that seems long.
You know what I mean? I mean, these states, early voting starts now for the 2028 elections. It's like, what? What? I think it's too early.
I just got it. All it is a ballot. There's nobody's name on it.
They just write them in, baby. Just write them in.
L.K.
Write them in. We were working on some Jackson. We're going to run Jackson in the general election.
I heard, but he's too young, right?
No, we don't care. What does that matter?
Because we were going to run Bell.
We'll figure it out. Oh, you're going to run Bell, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, Bell, you think you can take on Jay Willie? I don't think so, buddy.
Hey, I can handle Mitch McConnell.
Oh, golly, you sound like Mitch McConnell. My Lord.
Oh, man.
You okay?
It's not getting any better.
No, it's not. Neither's Mitch. What are you talking about today?
You
going to go help Glenn Jacobs? Right?
Well, Glenn's coming on the show today. We're going to talk about flock cameras. He's kind of been the voice against flock cameras, so we're talking about that. I'll be at an event that Glenn is going to be at this weekend, and so I'm going to offer. And Glenn is actually doing the job that I did at this same event last year. And so I'm going to offer not only my expertise, but also my, guy needs a bodyguard.
Is that the barbecue?
It's the barbecue. It's the Jack Johnson
We
barbecue.
thought about going to the barbecue.
You should go to the
I
barbecue.
don't think Kane needs a bodyguard.
You don't know what he needs.
You never know. We're going to ask.
Jiminy Cricket.
You need a body. Do you need a body man is what I'm going to say. You need a body man.
Yeah, you could guard him from the food.
Yeah, sure.
Just in case.
Let's go.
That's it. I hope they're not serving salad this weekend.
No salad. Barbecue and beans.
Oh,
Boots and jeans. Barbecue and beans.
That's what I'm talking about.
Because it rhymes.
Oh, I like.
You know what rhymes with lettuce? Communism.
Diarrhea.
I don't.
See you guys tomorrow.
$3 on the dot.